Yeah. Everybody, we were back for another live stream of To The Baja. Before we get started, always like and subscribe. We will be moving to our page soon. Now let's get to it. Let's get to the Baja. We have my brother Raymond Felton in the building.
Yep.
We got Charlie Villanueva in the building.
Yes, sir.
And we got Hong on the ones and twos across from me.
What's up? What's up?
You know what I'm saying? Is Theo?
Theo's on, but Kurt hasn't added him to the chat yet.
All right, just for future reference, my brother Theo is still on. I'm not going to drop
All
his
the way
location,
from
but he's...
Puerto Rico.
Oh, I guess he did. He's already in PR.
Yo, Theo, can you hear us?
I can hear y'all.
What's up?
That's a bet. That's a bet.
What up? What up? What up?
What's
Brother on
cracking,
that
my
water.
brother?
Brother on that water, but...
Live from the Rico.
Living a good life over there, I see.
Man, I've been on the water.
Hey, but let's get to it, fellas. Let's get to the Baja. Oh, wait, damn, we got a small...
Chill.
That's crazy.
They
Let's
got
get
me
to the
on
Baja.
some crazy stuff today.
What do they got you on today?
I'm on some Ecamm type shit. What is this?
He can.
Oh, that's the new streaming platform, bro. It's
Yeah.
better quality.
Yeah.
No, I ain't know.
Stepping
All
up
right.
our game.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Look. We
Shout out
We don't help
Ecamm,
in
man.
this world.
Fuck.
Yeah, man, we getting
We getting
better.
better,
around
you know what I'm
here,
talking
man.
about?
You know what I'm
You know what I'm
saying?
Damn, I'm getting roasted for trying to make him look better on the
You know what I'm
highlights and
saying,
stuff,
man?
bro. What's up with you, man?
Clothes looking better.
This
You
guy
know what I'm
went-
saying? We coming up.
This guy went to Puerto Rico for a little bit and forgot his friends, bro.
He scored
That's
25.
crazy.
I'm Puerto
and just
Rican
hit
now, bro.
everybody.
He had an efficient 25 and just said, fuck us, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all know that Theo had bats in his little practice?
Bats. What you mean bats?
He had a bat chilling in his practice.
What the fuck?
Pulled up to practice, bruh. Pulled up to practice. There's a rooster outside, right beside the whip.
Yeah.
I seen that.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How's your Spanish?
Wake you
already?
up.
You good?
Hola.
That's it? That's all you got for me?
Hola.
That's all you
¿Cómo
need.
estás?
Don't come outside.
No, ¿cómo estás? ¿Y tú?
Listen, let's not.
Muy bien.
Listen. Yeah, quesadilla.
Struggling.
Fuck.
Huh?
I speak pretty good Spanish.
Quesadilla. Fucking taco.
They said quesadilla.
That's
They
crazy.
didn't even roll the L right now.
Crazy.
Low key racist. You forgot I'm Hispanic.
Yeah, I'm about to say you.
I don't think anybody forgot you're Hispanic, bro.
That was.
especially
We didn't
with
forget
glasses,
that.
You feel me?
You still got the
TV.
most Dominican
TV.
glasses on.
You feel me?
TV.
Straight
like a
DR
big-
right now. I'm in my DR shit.
Dominican shit.
You like a
on.
baseball
Talk to
player.
me.
You like a baseball player.
do.
You feel
Shirt
me?
going crazy, CV.
You see me? You see
what I'm saying?
it? You see
Come
it?
on.
Like you
Show
do
the
got a bad
people.
Dominican fit on right now.
Perfect time in the word.
Dog, that shit funny as fuck because you really
Perfect
do.
time.
Did you order that off of Temu right away, or has that been waiting?
I'm weak as fuck.
That was in the arsenal.
It was in the arsenal?
Yes.
You're waiting for you're
Waiting
waiting
for the
on
right
your moment. eh?
Yes, and here we are.
Shout out to Meek Mill, though.
Hey man, when you wear some shit
Shout
like
out
that,
to Meek
when you wear some shit like that, don't wear no New York hat.
I got to.
Take the New York hat.
Because
off.
I got to talk my shit.
Let's
I'm
talk-
from New York.
let's look.
I gotta
So let's talk
my
about
shit.
it. Is he good in New York? Because he's from New York.
I mean,
Ooh,
I can't say.
No.
Look, I can't
I'm
speak
straight.
to that.
No.
But look, if I walked around Dallas with an Eagle shirt on, whatever happens to me happens to me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nah, not me.
You saw what happened to that fan,
Ain't me.
and I'm sorry to that fan, but you saw what
Hey,
happened to that
I'm
fan.
not sorry to that fan.
CV,
That nigga-
CV good in the
what?
streets, bro.
I'm good in the streets of New York.
But yeah, you
heard?
also 6'11", so yeah, that's also
Straight Gucci.
Someone's definitely talking. A bunch of them are definitely talking shit to you.
Oh,
though,
they're
for
killing
sure.
me. That's why I wear my New York hat with my Indiana shit. You feel me?
So, are you guys getting onto a New York game or an OKC game?
He don't want to go to New York. He's all right.
That's just so funny because that's like a
You
crib-
ducking smoke, bro?
I'm not ducking smoke. I'll go to New York now. But I don't think they ain't gonna make it back.
Man, you out your damn
All right,
mind.
yeah, bro.
What you mean they ain't
They
gonna
gonna
make
make
it
it
back?
back?
Hold up. Let's do this to the ball way.
Let's go.
No.
Let's do this to the ball way.
no.
If you gonna say it, put some money up. You
Nah,
be
I'm
trying to
good.
get some wagers
Nah, last time I had a fur on. I'm good.
in. All right.
No more bets.
Yeah, don't bet
No
against,
more bets.
Don't bet against
Crazy.
the Knicks.
All right. So let's get to it, man.
Let's get to it.
All right, yo, now let's get to the Baja, fellas. Look, first up, we got Wolves and OKC. But before we get to that, SGA won the MVP.
Yes, he did. I said it all year long.
I mean, there wasn't no right or wrong answer.
Okay, let's relax, Ray.
Let's relax.
Let's relax, Ray.
No,
Let's
I'm
relax.
not going to relax. I told y'all he was going to win. Did not say it though.
But should he have one though?
League
Yes.
mandated MVP.
Yes, he did. Yes, he should have won.
He's the league mandated MVP.
He should have won.
Unethical hoops.
I don't know, bro. Ray, I saw this graphic where they put their stats, compared their stats. SGA only beat him in points. That is it.
He
That
beat
is
him, though.
elite.
By
All right,
3
nigga.
points.
And he won MVP.
He did win, but you know why he won.
It's due to voter
you know why he
fatigue.
won.
It's due to voter
He
fatigue.
finna get 390.
You know why he won.
He finna get 390.
380.
Well,
And when was the last time an
$76
American
million
won
a year.
the MVP? That's
7
what's
years ago.
crazy.
7 years
It's
ago.
2018. It was James Harden.
That is nuts.
Oh, I thought, yeah, you
I
right.
was still in the league then.
That was 7 years ago.
Damn, that's a long time ago.
Yo, because Giannis went back to back.
Crazy.
That is crazy. That's the last time somebody won MVP. That's American.
Giannis
Because
was
Giannis went
back
back
to
to
playing.
back,
And
and
then
then
Jokic
Jokic went on
went
a
back.
spree. Joel won one, and obviously
And
it's
then
been
Jokic
crazy.
again.
I can't believe there hasn't been an American
on a blowout win. Edwards against Holmgren, step back three.
Kill Merchant Mike.
Julius Randle given some space. Previous series average
We
of
ain't even talking
25
about the game yet.
Yeah,
Shit.
I was
We
like,
ain't
yeah.
talking about the game
I was
yet.
like,
Chris.
what the fuck?
Damn. But anyways,
I thought we was watching the game live.
so what y'all think about it? Like, obviously you called it from the beginning.
Yeah.
We talked about the stats. Obviously, some of us define MVP differently. Do any of you guys actually feel differently now that's won? I feel sick for Jokic.
I mean, thing is,
I don't feel sick for him because he got 3. But
That's the problem right there.
That's a-
I don't-
he
he should have
There it
five.
Because this man
He should have
deserved
5.
it. He deserved
There
it
it
too.
No.
He deserved
no.
it.
There
And,
it
No.
and he
No.
might go win a ship.
No.
Then what?
That's like saying like 2 niggas go to championship, both teams
And
deserve
he's
it too.
finna
Like,
get
what?
380 this summer.
He deserved a 380, but
And we're
going
going to talk about the
And
380.
another $100 million on a shoe deal.
Yeah, I do remember.
Hey, shout out to him
Ray,
getting all of his teammates Rolexes.
500 in one summer.
Ray is on the payroll.
Hey,
Did you
yeah,
get
he
a
on the
Rolex
payroll.
too? You got a Rolex?
I got a couple of.
No, did you get one from,
No,
did you get one from
SCA
Shea?
give you one.
He give you that?
Because you on the fucking payroll with them boys over
That's
there.
new.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I haven't seen that one
Ray,
yet.
I ain't seen that
Ray,
one.
you just
just
proved our
saying,
point.
man.
You just proved our point.
You literally
Ray.
proved the point of
What
voter
point
fatigue.
did I
You
prove?
said
You defined
'cause
voter
he got
fatigue.
3.
That's why.
That's literally the
Because
definition
he
of
has
voter
I said
fatigue.
I don't feel sorry for him because he got 3.
That's the
That's
definition of
the
voter
problem.
fatigue.
I don't feel sorry
Right,
for
that
him.
is the definition of voter fatigue.
The
Exactly.
definition
You
of
should feel sorry.
MVP
We feel
is
sorry for
SGA.
him. We feel
Face
sorry
ass.
for him. because-
Definition.
Face ass, bro.
So let's actually talk about it, right? Right, Ray.
talk
Make,
about
make your case. Like,
Make your
why
case.
why do you think he was more valuable? Or is it just because you believe in the winning formula where you're the best player on a winning team?
Because everybody else thinks the same thing I think. 'Cause
Not everybody.
And what,
Because he
and what
won.
do you think?
he won.
I know he won.
That he's the most
There was a
valuable
writer
player.
on TV who said the
Why?
same thing.
Why
Because
do you
he
feel
took
like he
his
des-
team to the Western Conference first seed in the last 2 years, and he's taking his team to the Western Conference Finals this year, which I think he's going to get to the finals. And then who knows? He may even win it.
But that has nothing to do with the regular season
What that?
award.
Yeah, what that got to do with talk to him?
Who's the 2 top best players in the league?
No,
this
no,
year?
I know that.
Answer the question.
It's
Who's-
Shea and Jokic.
Okay, thank you.
But the point is that why did you think he was more valuable than
I
Shea?
just explained it.
because they won more games?
Yes, you take them off that team, they're not there.
So
They're
that's
not there.
fair. That's fair.
But
So
you
you
could-
believe in the winning more games model. The top
I believe in you got the stats, leading scorer, averaging 30, whatever it was, 32,
the
and
best team?
and on the best team. Why not? I'm just saying, why not?
So MVP
I just
is
feel
based
like-
off points.
MVP is a
No,
most
no.
valuable player. It ain't a team thing. It's an individual thing. And individually, he giving people buckets every night. And on top of that, he's led his team to the most wins.
So it's
Why
an
isn't he the most valuable
So,
player?
but wins isn't an individual stat.
Yeah,
you just
it's not.
said individual.
But what
then
did
you
I say
said
before
wins.
that? I said on top of that, he led his team to wins. I say, but he's the most dominant
So-
player every night. He averaged 32 a night.
My follow-up question is this, right? Is it an individual thing
It
or
is.
is it a team thing?
It's an individual thing, but on
Don't
top of
mention
that,
the team then.
Why
Yeah,
not?
because
Why not?
Because you
Why
just said
not?
because you just said
You
it's
just
an
said it's
individual thing.
individual.
I said what he did individually first, but then on top of that, you have to give the man his flowers. They're the number 1 team in the NBA overall record-wise.
So that means
because
his
of him.
team is good.
No, Ray has a point. Ray got a point. He's right.
Thank you. Thank you.
He is 100%. He has 100% done this for the past 2 years, and he has been very consistent.
Thank you.
Very consistent.
And Jokic has-
I don't disagree with
But
Ray.
wait,
Yeah, no,
wait,
you're not wrong.
wait.
Okay, go ahead. We wait.
Everything Ray has said is correct.
But
But Jokic has put up the best numbers in NBA
History.
It's kind of like when Russell Westbrook
You
did. He won
understand?
MVP.
I understand.
Theo, by the way, you need to push your camera back, or your head's gonna be cut off in all our highlights.
No, I'm leaning forward because I'm on. That's on me.
I hear you.
You know how he talk. You know Theo gets into the camera.
But guys,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Ray's not
that?
wrong. It just depends on
wrong.
what you define the MVP as. Ray's defining it based off partly of your team's success. That's been a criteria for a lot of voters. Let's put in perspective, right? Theo's definition,
That's
your
not
definition.
true. That's not true.
Because
That's
Jokic
not the
won the 6th
criteria.
seed.
Because
No, but I'm saying
Jokic won the
I said in the
first
past that's been a
MVP.
criteria for some winners. The criteria changes.
No, it hasn't though.
It has changed. Why was Steve Nash the MVP?
It hasn't been the best.
Over Kobe.
The best
When
player.
Kobe
Because
averaged
Because they had the
31.
best team.
Over Kobe that year.
Because they had the best team. Why did Giannis win one year? Because they had the number 1 seed.
Nah, but Giannis was the best player.
I would think-
Jokic won the MVP being the 4th seed. Not
I
the
understand
6th
that,
seed,
but-
he's the
6th
4th
seed.
Six
The
seed.
6th seed.
But Theo, what I'm saying is that there's two different criteria. There's if your team is not good enough and you're that valuable, and there's the winning method. Those have both been precedents in different years.
So
So that's what I'm saying. There's two pathways.
All right, so let me ask you this: if Jokic was on Utah,
They'd be a playoff team.
they'd be a
no, no,
player.
no,
It'd be a
no,
playoff
no,
team and
no,
get
no,
the same
no.
stats?
If they don't make the playoffs and he got the same stats, he's still MVP.
They would make the playoffs if he had
No,
the same
no, no,
stats.
no. I ain't saying that.
Any team you probably be on.
No, he
They
wouldn't. He
wouldn't make the playoffs. Just
He
say
wouldn't.
they didn't make the playoffs. They're the
He would
same
not.
position as Utah.
They'd be at least a 10
Not
seed.
play in, not nothing. He got the same
would not.
stats. Is he MVP?
He would not. No.
Is he MVP?
No, if they don't make the playoffs, no.
You
But
gotta
if they
make-
do,
you gotta make
So
playoffs.
then that
You gotta make
explains
playoffs.
what I was saying about
but
the winning.
But Jokic did make the playoffs.
He did make the playoffs.
They're-
and
and
he
they-
had a
and the
season
top
We're
four
with-
team.
talking hypothetical. I'm giving y'all a team that didn't make the playoffs, and I said he
I
got the
agree
same
with you.
stats he has right now. Same exact stats.
Yeah.
Leading in all these categories, best numbers that you ever seen, but he's on Utah Jazz.
But they
didn't make the playoffs.
So let me ask
sure.
this question.
Is he MVP? I'm
Yeah,
asking
no.
you. Is he MVP then?
No.
He's be up
Answer
there.
the question. Is he MVP?
He deserves some votes, but
Deserve
no, he would
votes.
not
He'll
be.
be up
Y'all
there,
talking
top
about
three
deserving
now.
So
votes
look.
rather than y'all saying
No,
just a second
but
ago.
okay.
Here's a better
he should've
question.
So
won.
let's go back to
Here's a
one of your
better
favorite
question.
teammates. Why did Russell win that year?
They was in the playoffs.
Because it was a
As
triple
an
double.
eighth seed.
Same thing that
They
Jokic
were the
did this
8th
year.
seed. They were the 8th seed.
They were 6 seed. They were 6
6
seed.
seed, my fault.
They were a 6 seed,
Okay.
and he was the best player in the league, like Jokic was,
Okay.
averaging a triple double, the exact same formula.
Okay.
That's my whole point. Is that there's two criteria.
Who was that close to him that year? Nobody. Nobody.
In
James.
2016, James Harden was
James
carrying his
Harden.
team.
He was averaging
We ain't gonna
30.
talk about
I
it.
don't care what
2017,
James did, but he ain't do what Russ did after losing
Shit.
KD.
Shit.
After losing KD.
Shit,
bro. That's when
dog.
James
Y'all
Harden had.
kidding me right now?
Hold up,
This
hold
is
up.
when
That's
James-
when
this
James
is-
Harden had
wasn't
like
even close.
50 points in like
a month. Yeah, no, that was that season, bro.
Don't care.
He
James
was
Harden-
the best
James
scorer on
Harden was
earth for a
scoring-
month.
James Harden was scoring like that ever since he stepped foot in Houston.
Okay.
He did
Nah.
that every year. Yes, he did.
He averaged 40 for
No,
a
no,
month.
no, no.
That
Cam
was
Home,
different.
y'all are
If
wrong.
you-
Y'all are wrong, Cam Home.
How?
If
Y'all
y'all
are
average, if you
That was
average
that
a
year?
triple
Was that
double,
the 17?
bro,
Y'all are
Russ,
wrong.
man,
you
that
gotta
year-
get the
that
fucking
year-
MVP.
What are we wrong about?
That year, you know what Russ was doing?
He averaged a
Triple-double.
triple double that year. With that OKC team was not that good. No offense.
I'm
to
not
No,
saying he
my
didn't
God, he
deserve it.
wasn't.
I'm not saying he deserved it.
Whoa,
He
that
actually-
James, that OKC team wasn't that good.
Pause.
Name
Pause.
that team.
Theo, I'm not wrong.
Victor Oladipo.
The question he
Steven
asked-
Adams?
Who Victor
Hold on, hold
He
on,
was
hold
still
on,
a very
hold on.
serviceable player.
The question
Victor
he asked
Oladipo
was
did
was
because
someone
that
close.
guy until he went to Indiana.
The question was someone close. I didn't say James Harden deserved it. You said was someone a close second. I was like James Harden.
That's what I'm.
That's all I
arguing.
said. I didn't. Russ deserved it.
Ain't nobody been this close. Like
I don't think it was
this.
close
A
either.
nigga averaged
How
40 in a
you
month.
Average a triple double and don't get MVP, Ray. As a center,
As a center,
Anyways,
the first
guys.
center ever to do that.
So Russ averaged a triple double the year I was with him in OKC. He didn't win MVP.
Kurt, we can hear that.
I don't know what the hell was that.
That's a clip we got coming up. Okay, but let me give you guys some stats. James averaged 29, 11, and 8 that season,
That's solid. That's MVP
Oh, big
caliber
time.
numbers.
and
right there.
it's similar.
It's not. Y'all don't understand. James Harden had a squad.
We not saying that he
didn't have the same.
We
But
not saying
anyway,
he deserved
hold
to
up.
win. We
Forget
just
that.
saying he was a second. You said there was no
Y'all
close
said
second.
if you average a triple double, you should win MVP. Russ didn't win it.
Yes, he did. What are you talking about?
No, you're talking about the next
He
year.
averaged it the next 2 years. I played with him one year. He averaged a triple double.
but
He
they
didn't
were-
win MVP
but-
then.
but guys-
but they were the AC
No,
that
no,
next
y'all
year, though.
can't make a statement.
No,
and
but
then talk
Ray,
about-
that's my whole point, though. I'm trying to make with you guys. There's two criteria. There's sometimes when you are so exceptional
we
in
was
stats,
winning. We was in the
and
playoffs.
then,
What you
and there's
talking
a
about?
But
and
y'all
then,
barely made
then there's the
playoffs.
winning
No,
formula.
we did
Y'all
not.
were not a top seed that next year. Were we?
We weren't no top seed, but we was like 5 or 6.
Yes, but that's my whole
Jokic
point,
is
Ray.
fourth.
Right. I'm making the exact point for you. I'm saying you value the winning aspect of it. In this case, sometimes people value the enormous stat. Russell Westbrook did. We're going with the Russell Westbrook model. You're picking the winning model this year, the best player on a winning team. And that's fair.
This
That's
don't got
all I'm
nothing to do with a
saying.
winning model. This don't got nothing with any of that. This is just voter fatigue. Point blank, period.
But I'm saying that his case is based off of the top team with the best player.
Because Theo, our definition of MVP is who is most valuable to their team, right? And is winning. Like you have to still win.
I think Shea should have won it last year.
Agree to disagree.
I don't think
What's
I don't
crazy?
know.
What's
Because last
crazy
year, who had
was-
the most efficient season was Jokic.
No, but last year is when Shea's team was so young and he still took his team to the number 1 seed. Like that's when I think he should have won it.
This nigga
Did y'all-
Jokic
did
has
y'all
the most
see
efficient
the-
season for
did
5
you-
straight seasons.
Did y'all see the voting numbers
It was close. It was off by like 100 points.
for Jokic?
Jokic had 29 first, 29 or 30
29
first.
first vote.
It was like 900 to 7, like a high 700. It was like 920.
That's pretty. It's not. That's not.
That's
super
not
far.
close.
No, it's pretty close.
compared to what it's been in
That's
the
not
last few
close.
years.
I think it's
That don't
pretty
seem
close.
close to me.
Still not close.
It was.
enough.
It's,
Hey,
it's
this
closer
is-
than what it's
this
been in
is-
the last few years.
This is the same thing that happened with Joel Embiid and Jokic.
They get the here
Jokic
nigga
won
damn
it.
award.
Everyone thought Joel should have won it. Then Jokic won it, right? And then the next year, everybody like Joel did the same thing. Well, fuck. We might as well give it to Joel this year because Jokic won it. I'm gonna be honest. I thought Shea should have won it last year,
No.
but they were both in the running again. This year, there's like, well, we can't do it again to Shea, so they gave Shea the MVP. Not saying he didn't
Jokic.
earn it. I'm not saying he did not earn it because he did. For you to be that consistent and put up, first of all, people, 32 a night is fucking crazy. Okay,
league?
let's
Yeah.
let's go.
And he
let's
played
go ahead
most of
and put
those
that.
games.
Let's go
played
ahead and
like
put that in
s-
perspective. He is averaging 32 a night, and his team was by far the best team in the league. So I am not discrediting him being the MVP at all. All I'm saying is there's no doubt if you go to every single player in the NBA and you ask who is the best player in the NBA, I have no doubt in my mind they would say Jokic. And if they say anybody else, I will look at them and say, tell me why
I'm
that other
saying
person is.
But
They-
is
they
the,
like
but
the
is the
other person
MVP the most valuable or the best player? Like those are two different awards.
He's both.
He's both.
He's
Kobe
really
was,
both.
was
Okay,
the best
sorry,
player.
my fault. Who is the most valuable player in the league, in your opinion?
I think
would
Jokic
think everyone
is.
says Jokic.
If you take
sure.
Jokic
No, no,
off
the
of
best-
that team,
But the best player in 2006 was Kobe Bryant. But he wasn't the most valuable because Steve Nash took Boris Diaw and done with an injured Amari Stoudemire to a 50-win season. Like that's my whole point. Who's more valuable? That's it.
I don't think we're
this
mad
is the first
that
case
Shea
where I think
won
he's
it.
actually both.
I'm sick for Jokic. I'm not mad. I'm sick for Jokic.
I think they are. I think they are mad.
No, not
They
mad.
seem mad to me.
Like it to me, right?
I'm never mad over people who don't offer me any money or anything in my life. So, but I'm just saying,
I'm not mad.
Sounds a little aggravated.
I'm
just
sick.
saying,
I'm
look.
sick for Jokic, but I'm not mad.
I mean,
sick
look,
for him
I'm
as
a,
well.
I'm a,
I'm
I'm
not
a
mad.
I'm not sick
straight
at
facts
all.
guy, right? Like I'm nerd,
Clear
straight
cut.
facts guy. The nigga has had the 5 most efficient seasons back to back to back to back to back of all time. Of all time,
Jokic, right?
yes.
Okay.
Man, I'm happy for him.
And if
Ray's
you
on this goddamn payroll.
and I think we
OKC.
forget
not,
and we
bro.
forget that his second best player was out for half of the season,
No, he was.
He was.
and they still the 4th seed.
Yep. And that's what
Imagine if everyone was healthy, like how OKC mostly was, besides shit, but his team is more loaded. If you put Jokic on OKC, are you telling me they're not a better team? And you put Shea on Denver, are they still the 4th seed? I don't think so.
That's a great Cam. You
I
might
don't
have
think
won
so.
that argument.
I don't think so.
Cam won
I
that
was
argument.
like
what's your-
everyone.
what's your opinion?
No, he didn't. Because
I'm
if
rolling
you
with
put
that.
if you put SGA over there with Denver with the other guys they still got on their team, they still going to be a top seed.
Nah, they be
I don't
like a
think so.
7th
I
seed.
believe
They
they-
they not playing.
Playing.
They're a
Playing.
7 to 8
Crazy
seed.
as hell.
They're a
Okay,
7 to 8 seed.
I'm sitting over here
They're not a
disrespecting what
playing
that
team,
man
guys.
did this year. Man.
Yo,
Yeah, I said
if
7.
Jokic,
So hold up.
goes to
Come on, bro.
OKC,
Come on, bro.
fucking Jokic,
Because you
they
gotta
might not
take-
lose again.
You got to take one of those
82
bigs. One of those
0.
bigs are going to go to Denver in that situation. So
Yeah,
you
they're
gotta
not a
still
playing-
Okay,
look
so
they're
let's
not
do
a-
this.
they're still a good
Let's swap
team.
let's swap Aaron Gordon and Jokic to OKC.
and give me checking on.
Yeah, Shea.
Oh,
OKC's
shit.
a better team.
100%. They
I
win.
didn't say
better
they're
team.
not a
They're
better
winning
team.
70
I'm
games.
not saying OKC
They're
not
winning
a better team,
70
but
games.
they're still a top 5 team.
For sure. OKC's still a
Thank
good
you.
team. But
That's
what
what I want you to say.
But what I'm saying is that who do you think
Shit.
would be a better team? Like who would
That's a
elevate their
terrible
team higher?
comparison. That's a terrible comparison. That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
I don't know though. I don't know.
That
I don't
comparison
think- I don't
makes
think-
no sense.
Because even with Jokic,
I don't think Shea's doing his thing
because
like
even
that
with
with the
Jokic,
team.
so who you still didn't put Jamal Murray over there. So who was your guy to go get you a bucket? I'm not going with J-Dub.
No, you just
I'm not
give, you
rolling
give
with
it
that.
to Jokic, and they play around Jokic.
The fuck?
Oh,
Jokic averaged 29 points a game. What the fuck are we talking
He
about?
still need people to get the ball to hit shots. These man,
Are you
ain't
serious?
got Jamal Murray. Are y'all serious? Jamal Murray hit.
Y'all
big
not-
You just
That's
said,
not
hold on,
good.
you
Jamal
said,
Murray,
you just said,
Shea hit
you
big
just said a
shots.
20 a
You
night
have-
score not
you
going to
don't
hit shots
have
with
another
Jokic.
person to throw the ball to go get you a bucket.
You just said a
What you
20 a
doing?
night score is not going to get you a bucket? J-Dub. He's finna get a
Y'all
max.
are
What are you
swapping
talking
the
about?
same-
He's finna get a max.
Hold
What
on,
the fuck are you
Ray.
talking
Damn,
about?
Hong. Y'all are switching the same amount of points.
Okay, but Ray, let me ask you this.
Well, I didn't do
Ray,
that.
let me ask
I
you
didn't do
this.
that.
I'm
He did
listening.
that. I didn't do that. I just said
That's the
just
same
put
amount of
Jokic
points.
to
That
him.
makes no
Jamal
sense.
was really bad
Okay.
in the playoffs. He's the reason they lost the series.
Jamal is really bad in the playoff series, but Jamal is proven he hit big shots.
Jamal won
and
them
he
2
take
games.
big shots. I'm
Yeah,
not
I'm
giving
not-
the ball to J
I'm
Dub
not-
right now to go win a game.
No,
I'm not putting that on.
And
That's
I
what
agree
I'm
with
saying.
you.
I don't
And I
know
agree
if I
with
agree
you,
with
but
that.
I'm
I'm saying he
saying
can't, but I'm not giving him the ball right now. He got some more proving to do to get that ball at the end of the game. Jamal Murray is proven.
But what I'm saying to you is Jamal. This is my own opinion. I feel like he's the reason they lost this playoff series because he didn't show up in games 6 and 7.
I would disagree.
game
with
seven.
that.
They lost the playoff series
Because he showed up game 6.
They was
All them
gassed.
niggas was
They was
tired.
gassed.
Low-key.
They were
They was
gas.
gassed.
I wouldn't put
OKC
it. I
showed
wouldn't go
that.
that far.
and you know
OKC
what?
showed their youth and they are really good. So when you get tired, them young boys is steady running.
Because his team is
And
better.
Minnesota found that out.
Because
they
his
thought they
team
were
is-
gonna be
his
tired.
team is deeper
They thought
and
they were
better.
going to be tired because they just came off that tough series with Denver. And what happened to Minnesota? Got their ass blitz.
I hear you.
But to
That's
be
fair.
fair, it's because his team is deeper and better.
Through OKC.
Hey, listen,
OKC.
all that, like I said, it's voter
got a lot more
fatigue.
players.
OKC had the better team anyway. It's better for the NBA that Denver did lose because everybody was hurt. Everybody was hurt. Because I think personally, if Jokic and them won, everyone's mental is a complete different. Like Jokic went in there, did this, that, and that. He's the MVP. Shea won. Listen, they can say all they want. They were waiting to see who fucking won.
Yeah, that's all they was.
That's-
That's all they
They
was.
were
Do you
waiting to
think
see
they
who
would
won.
skew the numbers?
Dog, yes.
No, it's
How
not
the fuck
skewed
did
the
Dallas
numbers,
get
but
Cooper
it's just
Flag?
like
No,
it's
hold
skewed
on. No, that's different.
1.8%.
That's a great point.
That's different though. That's different. Hold on.
I don't think it is.
I'm talking to. Well, the lottery nobody knows. If everybody said this is who I voted for, they would know.
Where the shit has happened.
I don't think it's skewed the numbers. I think everybody
I think
voted
they
out.
just waited.
Let me tell you
But why?
something about the NBA. They control everything.
They do.
No, but hear me out,
Trust
guys.
me, they do.
Hear me out.
conspiracy theories,
They
should
just
just be
waited
real.
to the end of the series,
But
but they
why?
were going to change the result.
Oh, this is a business.
Because they didn't want to give it in the middle of that battle. They were going to whoever if Jokic was out, Jokic was out. But I'm just saying they were just waiting. That's what I
Look,
did.
because
Is
if
this
I was
probably-
Adam Silver, I'd skew the numbers.
Is this probably the longest they waited to?
I think so.
announce?
Usually
Yeah.
it's
Well,
middle of
why? You
second
got to
round.
ask yourself why.
Because they did. That's
That's
the
the
exactly
point.
it.
And it just so happened that both guys are currently playing are the two going for the.
All
And
right.
they announced it after Shea and
And
them
they
blitzed
announced that
Minnesota.
whoever won that series got the
That's what I'm
the
about to say.
MVP.
If I'm the commissioner,
Whoever
and
wins
I
the
got,
series
and I
gets
got my
MVP.
pick already, I'm
He-
definitely going ahead and putting that out there while they battling against
They-
each other.
they announced
Let's
it-
bring even more smoke to the series.
They announced it
Oh, you gave
the
him
morning
MVP over me?
after.
Come on.
They announced it the morning after SGA and OKC blitzed Minnesota.
Okay.
The morning after. Like, they don't normally do that. And it's normally in the evening.
And SGA had 30 something.
That's what I'm saying. They do it the morning after the game. That's kind of all right.
All right.
That's all
All
I'm
right.
saying.
Let's move on to the next topic.
Yeah. So
You ain't,
Oh,
get what you wanted out of it.
so
did you?
No,
do,
I think
do
it
we
was
want to
good.
do we want to talk about Mike Malone's comments?
Mike Malone's comments was crazy.
That nigga's an all-time hater, bro.
What did he say?
He from New
He just
York,
basically
too.
said that Shea's a real MVP, but 2 months ago he was saying if you took off their name tags,
I think
and
he slipped
Jokic's
up.
MVP.
No, he's just a hater, and I appreciate it. I appreciate. The
He
hate.
said
I
he
understand.
showed. He said it shows why Shea was the MVP. He didn't say it shows why Shea is the real MVP. He said Shea
didn't say
showed
the
why
real.
he's the MVP.
Nah, you can't
He
be
said
saying
he-
that.
He can't
We're
be
not
can't
going to
say
be
that.
those
Why you
guys,
can't say
fellas.
that?
We're not going to be
Oh,
those
he
guys.
just got fired.
Exactly.
What he said.
Exactly.
Keep it in the
Fuck
buck,
him.
bro.
I'm going with Shea.
What
That's
he
what he
said.
said so many times.
They said I feel him. He a real hater. I
What
I
he
mean, you
said
2
was
months.
respect it.
2
Shea
months ago you
showed
were
why
saying
he
that
was
Jokic's
the
MVP.
why he was the MVP.
Yeah. He won.
He did.
Jokic did it.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'll leave that to you guys, man.
Jokic is also the only player to have 5 straight top 2 MVP finishes besides Bill Russell and Larry Bird.
Hey, man.
Yo, it's
Shout
fair
out to
to
Jokic,
say
man.
now that Jokic's one of the top best players ever.
He easily could have won 5
Okay,
straight.
let's
That's a
get
top
top
center.
let's dive into
He
it.
got to be.
Where,
He's in the
What
conversation.
did he send you? Top 20, top 15, top
Hey,
25?
Hawk, do
Centers
you have that
or
on
all
wax?
time?
What?
Wax,
said he's
you
all-
got that on wax when I said that earlier this year?
Yeah,
And
Theo,
everybody's looking at me
Theo said
crazy?
he's top 10 all time.
Remember,
Yeah.
I said that. I said that too. 'Cause
All
remember we were saying
time?
who we take
Yeah,
off.
I don't know about
Theo-
all
Theo's
time.
Theo, do you remember that? And they said we were
I
tripping. They
don't
said,
know.
they said, who do you take
Hold
out?
down, Thundercat.
Hold up. Yo,
think
Ray's
it's top
pissed.
10.
Ray, go ahead.
He's no lower than like 11 or
He's
12.
top 10 of all
He's no
time.
lower than 11 or
The
12.
floor is yours, Ray, because Ray looked distraught.
He's no lower than 11 or 12.
He's
y'all
top
trying-
20.
y'all
Top
trying-
20.
Are you serious?
Hey, Ray.
He's
Ray,
top
out of respect
75
for
of
the
all
OG,
time,
he
but
can't-
he ain't
he
in the
top-
top 20.
No,
Who
no,
are 12
15
players
easy.
legit
Slow
better
down,
than
Ray.
him?
He top 15.
top 20.
Easy.
He really top
He top
12.
15
Who are
easy.
12 players better than him? Realistically. He has the 5 most efficient seasons of all time.
Okay, hold on.
He only got
Consecutive
one
ring.
Ray, Charlie.
He got
Let me-
one
hey,
ring.
Before
Don't
everybody
give
goes
a damn about
crazy.
that.
In
Before everybody goes
Denver.
crazy.
Because at the end of the day, he's playing in an era where bigs are not really bigs. That's not
a good point.
Listen, I am not like trying to
Minimize what he's doing.
diminish what he's doing. I swear I'm not. I love him as a player. I love to watch him play because he played the right way. But listen, bro, y'all got to stop this shit. If he was playing back in the day with fucking Lonzo Juan, like Patrick Ewing, let's go to Tim Duncan, go to
cooking Patrick
KG,
Ewing.
He's destroying
let's go
Patrick
to all
Ewing.
these
He's cooking
dudes.
Patrick
Shaq.
Ewing.
He's destroying Patrick
He's
Ewing.
cooking who?
He's cooking Patrick Ewing. Yes,
He's
the fuck-
destroying Patrick
He
Ewing.
might be.
Hold
He
on.
might
Are
be
we
cooking
being-
Pat.
Hold on,
He
guys.
might be
Before
cooking
we
Pat.
Cooking who?
I don't think Pat ever
Pat Ewing.
had.
The nigga averaged 29, 11,
Guys,
and
hold on.
10.
He is cooking
on.
Pat.
You
and a
guys,
block.
hold
Hold
on.
on.
Robinson.
A block and a
Hold
half
on,
and a
hold on.
steal and a half a
Hold
game.
the fuck up. Do I have to be the adult in the room? Does
Be
Paul
the
have to
dog.
be the
Be
adult in
the
the room?
dog,
The
huh?
fuck are
Hold
we
up. So
talking
let me
about,
set this.
dog?
Let me set the
Ray's
stage.
wildin'.
Y'all
Ray's
talking
Let me set the
wildin'.
stage. Let me set
Who
the stage.
wildin'?
Let me set the stage.
Who's wildin'?
Ray, it's on wax that you said he's close to the top 10. You did say he was close to the top 10.
fucking changed my mind.
Okay, that's fine. That's
hater
fine.
shit.
I'm not Ray. I'm
I
not.
ain't hating.
Ray.
I swear
I'm
I'm
not.
not hating.
Ray. I'm
I swear
not.
I'm not
I'm not
hating.
saying that you said that he's in the top 10, but you said he's close. It's a fair argument to put him in the top 10. He has 3 MVPs.
I don't
There's
give a
only
fuck
so many
about
people.
that.
Patrick Ewing don't even have a chip.
He don't even got a chip. He might not even have
He's
MVP.
destroying Patrick Ewing.
That's
And
what.
a lot-
He is
Alonzo
destroying-
Mourning.
You
He's
wild,
destroying.
Ray. You
And,
wild.
and
So my
Patrick
whole-
Ewing is destroying him.
So my whole point to you guys is
y'all
No,
didn't
who
see
the
what
fuck he's
Patrick Ewing.
not?
Y'all must have didn't.
He
watch
might
basketball.
drop
Y'all
50.
Pat
don't
Ewing
watch
is nice.
basketball.
He might
Y'all don't
drop
watch basketball.
50 on Patrick
gotta
Ewing.
understand.
Pat Ewing
I
is
gotta
nice,
understand.
bro.
I gotta understand. I'm talking to my left is a baby.
Okay.
Dog.
So he didn't
Dog.
even see basketball
Dog.
back then.
That's a fact.
He didn't
Dog.
see basketball back then.
Okay.
Dog.
Theo didn't see a lot of them play
Dog.
either. 'Cause
Okay.
He's a
I don't
youngin'.
see Pat now.
Dog.
You see Pat, so I can't believe what you saying right
Jokic
now.
is cooking Pat Ewing, bro.
And Alonzo Mourning. You named Alonzo Mourning and Patrick Ewing in the conversation with Jokic.
Yo, when was ever Pat Ewing the best in the league?
Ray.
I didn't say he was the best in the
No,
league.
but that's
So
what
how-
I'm
so
saying.
how-
What I'm saying,
But he was
Jokic
a,
is.
he was a big time All Star, and he was a guy
He's big time.
that
He's big time.
Rudy
Come on,
Gobert is a
man.
big time
Okay,
All Star.
So Ray.
Rudy Gobert is a big time
You
All
better
Star.
not put Rudy Gobert in the conversation with
That's
Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, that
equivalent
was
to what you
wild.
doing
Yeah,
right
hold
now.
on, hold on,
What
guys,
the
guys.
hell?
Wow.
Okay, guys, let's keep this strict. Let's put some actual basis. For
It is
this
a basis
argument.
on this shit.
So what are you putting towards
He dropped 60 on-
stats, accolades, eye test? Because all of them,
Help Jokic.
other than eye test, which you can debate,
Fuck an eye
stats
test.
and accolades, Jokic is beating
You
him.
know how many
is.
dudes? Do you know how many
is.
dudes with that got accolades that don't get the respect that they supposed to?
For sure, but
Tracy McGrady got some of the best
But
fucking
Ray, I'm not
accolades than anybody.
But Ray, I'm not
But he don't get that love that he did. Is he top 75?
No, Tracy McGrady.
Is
Yes.
Tracy McGrady top
Hang
75?
on, Tracy McGrady is my.
He was in top 75?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Tracy McGrady is one of my favorite players of all
Vince
time.
Carter
So
was in top
we're not going to do
75.
that.
Who?
Vince.
Yes, but Ray, hear
Yeah,
me
he
out. Let me
was.
finish
He
arguing.
was. I think he
was?
was.
So what
I'm
about the
pretty sure he
eye
was.
test?
I
So
don't
let's
know.
talk
I don't
about the
even
eye
know. I'm
test.
pretty sure he
he
was. I
was.
need to
So
look
about
that
the
up.
eye
So
test.
hold
He
on.
was.
I'm trying to actually make our. Let's actually talk
Yeah,
about. Let's talk about the eye test. What does Patrick Ewing do better than Jokic?
T-Mac wasn't? I didn't think
He
so.
wasn't?
No, T-Mac wasn't. No.
that's crazy.
We know that.
Thank
We
you.
talked about it with DeMar
He
on the
shouldn't
pod.
be.
Shout out to Run Your Race. Make sure you
Tracy
guys
McGrady
check
shouldn't
that
be.
interview.
I'm just saying, bro. You know what?
But,
Go ahead.
But
what
let's
does
talk
that do
about the eye
with
test.
Jokic
Okay,
and
so
Patrick Ewing,
what is
though?
Patrick Ewing better than Jokic in? Let's do the
Not
eye
a
test.
damn thing.
I think defense, rebounding. He's probably better
What I'm
defensive.
saying is,
Not a rebounding.
Don't say
No.
rebounding.
He averaged 12 rebounds a game this year.
Come
What are
on,
you
look at the
talking about?
stats, bro.
Come on, bro.
I don't think Pat Ewing
Come on, bro.
Nah, bro.
Bro, Patrick
We're talking
Ewing,
about
Patrick Ewing is nice. We're not discrediting Patrick Ewing's work, bro.
He averaged 10 a game his whole career.
His whole career average. How much
His
does
career
Jokic
high is
average?
12.
How much is
but
Jokic
let's
average?
also-
He had 12 this year.
Yes.
But hold up,
It's
let's put it in
career
perspective.
high.
Guys,
That's
let's put it in
serious right
perspective. He played with bigger
Lonzo Mourning,
players.
what you gonna say about
They're
Lonzo
playing against small players.
Nice.
There's more
I mean,
shots
not
now.
Lonzo, I mean, Kareem.
Guys, hold up.
Kareem
Let
was way
me debunk your argument right now.
I'm just saying, you got so many centers that you can talk about.
You can.
Fahad, let me debunk Charlie's argument. There's way more shots
He's
today.
better than him.
The pace is way higher. There's more shots. He averaged with less shots in the game.
So we can't compare because it's different
let's
eras.
wipe out rebounding. Ray,
right.
what's he better than him in?
Okay.
Who?
What is Patrick even better Jokic in? Let's do that. Let's talk about the eye test.
Block shots.
I agree with that. Block shots, defense.
I think he's a better defender. I can't say
I'll give you
he's a
that.
better scorer. But what I'm telling you
Not a
is
better passer.
Patrick Ewing did this on a nightly basis where centers was a fucking issue. Every given night, he had to fucking battle at that center spot.
He did.
Jokic ain't doing that shit every night.
He ain't battling.
He ain't fucking playing
I
against
see what
nobody
you're
like
saying.
that.
I
He's
see what
not.
you're saying, Ray.
I'm just being honest. He's not playing against nobody like that.
You know what's the
His
craziest part
toughest
about
fucking
it, though?
defender is fucking Draymond and Zubac.
And he be giving him 40.
He do give
He's
him-
supposed to.
He gave Rudy 60.
Okay, so-
a 4-time D-point, he gave him 60.
Okay, so let's
see what Ray's saying.
so Ray has a valid point. So let's
Very
go back to
valid.
the argument. Could Jokic not do what he's doing today in the 90s,
Absolutely.
late 80s, mid 90s, when Patrick did
He
it?
plays point guard.
Yeah,
This is my thing.
I think
We're
he could do
acting
some
like-
of the same thing, but I don't think his numbers would be as crazy because he gonna have to get hit physically, get bumped.
Jokic
These
get
dudes
hit
are
every
bigger
night.
and stronger. Cam, this is a big difference. You talking about Lonzo
He's
Mourning.
not saying
Nah,
to that,
he's-
not to that amount.
Like you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like his numbers, like how efficient he is. I'm not saying he won't kill because his game is his game. Because they still got to come on the perimeter. They still got to deal with him handling the ball. But what I'm saying is, on a nightly basis, how OKC beat him up and he struggled. Imagine that every night with centers
He's
getting
right.
beat up. The physicality is different. You imagine him playing against Shaq. Everybody like, oh, he'll kill Shaq.
Oh, I don't think he's better
You know
than
how
Shaq, though.
physical
He's
Shaq is.
not killing Shaq.
Yeah, I don't think he's better
But
than Shaq, though. I
Ray's
think
right,
Shaq's
like
Somebody
you-
said it before.
I might think Shaq is the greatest
you
of all
got
time.
you
That's
got
what I'm
to
saying.
talk
So,
about.
like,
No, hell no.
Think about who Patrick even went against. Alonzo Mourning,
David Robinson,
Olajuwon,
Lonzo
Mutombo.
Ball.
Olajuwon, Mutombo.
This shit was
a lot of
crazy
big,
back
great
then.
bigs.
Mutombo.
You can't talk about great bigs like that today.
Mutombo,
Like,
like,
can't.
on the
this is
internet.
my
he's
thing,
right.
though. Jokic is dead ass the
But
first
guys,
point
listen,
center of all
listen,
time.
listen.
He plays
Listen,
point
bro.
guard.
We're acting like Jokic is a face-up guy.
Not the same way, though.
He's a bruiser, dog.
No, but
Jokic-
Ray's giving him that credit. He's
I'm
just
giving
saying
him all the credit in the world.
says he
Theo.
just-
It wouldn't be like that back then. I just don't think it would look that
Bro,
easy.
but how they gonna guard him? He shoots
They
threes.
can't guard
I
him.
don't think
He
a
can shoot
lot
None of
of
them boys. You think Shaq can guard Jokic?
No, he can't.
He can't.
Orlando Shaq.
No, the fuck he
Orlando
can't.
Shaq could, yes.
Orlando
I don't think
Shaq
so.
could.
I don't think
Ah,
so.
it's possible.
Yeah,
Orlando
did you-
Shaq could move.
Orlando
Did you watch
Shaq, he
Orlando
was more
Shaq?
leaner.
My
Orlando
dog.
Shaq had
Orlando
a
Shaq.
six
Did you
pack,
watch Orlando
bro.
Shaq?
Yes, I did.
Orlando Shaq could move.
Nah, you never seen Orlando
He didn't
Shaq.
see Orlando Shaq if you say he can't guard him. Orlando
Hey,
Shaq could move.
I would say this.
No
though.
one said.
I think it's.
I'm listening.
I think when you talk about old school and new school, it gets very hard because the game has evolved so
It's
crazy.
different games.
It has.
So, like,
it has.
It's just completely different games.
That's like the argument of saying
what
that
I'm
MJ
saying
can't shoot
is,
threes.
But that's my argument about.
But
putting him
listen,
so
Cam,
high
hold
up.
on, Cam. So it's like I said, it's hard to say someone is that much better than them. And like I said, I'm not trying to disrespect Patrick Ewing whatsoever. We're just going off what we know, right? At the end of the day, Jordan, we don't know how good Jordan could have shot the three ball. He could have shot the ball at a higher clip if that's how the game could have went. If that's how the game was now, back then, Jordan probably would have been the best three-point shooter ever to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just completely different times. Guys didn't take a lot of threes back then. It was a two-big lineup. People are just adjusting to them times. I don't know if the players nowadays can play back then. You know what I'm saying? Because
and vice versa.
we're used to we're used to this. They're used to that. So it's definitely hard to take as far as like accolade. I think the only way you can rank guys in top 10 or top 15, top 20 is accolades. You can't say who's better than the other person because Ray, you had the perfect point. It's two different times. You just did you dominate your era? Were you and
Jokic is
CB, you
dominating.
said it. Was he ever the best player when he was going against those guys? No.
Nope.
No.
And let's not sit here. Jokic do play against some motherfuckers now. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
Embiid's not no slouch. Just because nobody can fuck with Jokic, we can't diminish Jokic because no one can guard him. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I agree with both of y'all. The times are completely different. So it would not be easy for Jokic in that time. But guess what? If Patrick Ewing played at this time, ole.
He'll get his ass cooked.
They
Cooked.
get to the
Right?
bottom.
These
By
bigs
probably
shooting
in
threes
by
and putting
probably
the ball
in
on
both
the floor.
Embiid and Jokic.
Nikola
probably.
Jokic be cooking
Yeah,
AD, and he's arguably
everybody.
one of the best
It's
defenders.
a different.
We
time.
talking about a 4-time D-point. He dropped 60 on
No,
him
bro, we're
last
not going to
year.
use Rudy Gobert, bro.
Why not? He has 4 D-points.
We're not going to use Rudy Gobert. We're just not going to do that.
Why not?
Rudy's not in
Draymond,
this
too.
conversation.
We're not going to do that, bro.
We're
not
talking
gonna do
about
that.
top 15 all time. Rudy's not.
We're
in
gonna
this shit,
we
though.
can use Anthony Davis as an example.
Okay,
He's
I give him
cooked
top
AD.
20. I give him top 20.
He's cooked AD.
He's towing top 20.
I give him top 20.
Top 20 is fair though,
It's
right?
fair.
Legacy is like
give
some
him
people
top 20.
look at stuff differently. I
All
think
time,
top-
that's
But
crazy.
what's crazy is
All
he's
time is top 20.
We talking
That's
about
fucking
a
great.
nigga who's
That's
only
amazing.
done shit that Larry Bird and Bill Russell has done though.
Okay,
And he's still
so,
playing.
So let's,
And he probably will be
let's-
top
let's-
two
let's
again
end this
next
conversation.
year.
Let's make this
we
quick.
talking about today. I'm putting him in my
Give
top
me your
20.
top 10, not
Put
in
him my
order.
top 20.
Give me your top 10 right now, not in order. Let's end this debate.
I
I don't want to do it.
Okay, what's your top 10,
I
Cam?
got you.
I mean, did we already?
got
Did we already?
No, what's your top 10? Just give your top 10 quick.
Quick. MJ, LeBron, however you want to do that.
It doesn't have to be
No
in order.
order,
Just give
no
me your
order.
No,
give me your
I
10.
didn't say however you want to do that. Fuck, Shaq is up there.
That's 3.
Jokic.
You said Jokic.
I say he'd probably be 11 though. He might be the odd man out. I did say that, but let's say I put him in there. Him, fucking Tim Duncan, Kareem. Fuck, I'm for sure I'm gonna forget somebody, bro. I hate this. Let's think of guards. Have I said enough?
Magic.
Kobe,
We got Magic.
Kobe,
we got
Jordan,
Larry. We got
Bron, Magic, Bird, Hakeem,
Kobe.
Kareem. I said Kobe. Kareem. We got Tim Duncan. What's that? 8. We got 2 more. We forgetting somebody.
Steph,
That's
maybe. That's a debate, but you have Steph there.
Ooh, who's closer to the top 10, Steph or
Bill
Jokic?
Russell?
Bill Russell.
I'm taking y'all not gonna agree with me. I
you
might.
got to put Bill
Probably
Russell,
Jokic.
okay. Moses Malone.
So he got
You gotta
Jokic
put
over
Moses?
Steph too, which is cool. But
Jokic over Steph.
I would put.
I got Steph.
Tough.
Steph and Bill Russell's tough. I'm not gonna hold you. Steph is probably more generational because he did a lot for this fucking game. So
Yeah.
and he got 4 chips.
I got Steph in my top 10. I won't tell him my
Steph
top 10.
is
What's your
top 10.
top 10?
Steph is top 10. I'm not gonna hold you. Steph is top
Yeah.
10.
So
That's
what's your
what I'm
top 10?
saying.
My top
I
10,
might have to take Jokic out
LeBron,
for Steph.
Kobe, MJ, Larry, Magic, Bill Russell, Kareem. Is Will up there?
That's up to you, bro. It's not my top 10.
This is my
Not fault.
thing.
Not Will. Tim Duncan, Olajuwon,
You say Shaq?
and Shaq.
so you don't even have
Oh,
Steph.
I forgot
I
Shaq.
don't have Shaq.
I forgot
I
Shaq.
started with
have-
Shaq. Shaq was like my
So,
third.
I don't
so,
have
so
Steph yet.
I did all
Not
that to
yet.
say is like, Jokic being out of the top 10 is fine, bro. Like, that's okay. Like, Ray makes sense.
I remember I said
Being-
11 or 12.
I
I,
know,
said
but
he
my whole
probably
point,
be
my whole
Nah,
point,
Ray.
but my whole
He
point
gave
is,
him top 20.
but that's my whole
I
point.
said top
Look,
12.
I have Steph in my top 10. None of y'all are mad at that, are you? Nah. You didn't have Steph in your top 10.
didn't.
So there's my point. So anyways, let's move on.
You got it, hung.
Oh man. So hey, we didn't even talked about how
The game.
the actual game yet.
Yeah, let's talk about the game.
So are the refs favoring OKC specifically SGA?
We got 2 clips. We got 2 clips to show that. Now just play the clips of Shea. Try to teach this guy preview mode, you know?
Yeah, teach him.
But
Jaden McDaniels getting on a blowout win.
it's nasty, some of the officiating though.
Like, come on, bro.
And then we'll show the Jew one.
Yeah, he knows how to sell it, man.
Bro, but
He
it
knows
was
how to
plays he
sell
didn't
calls,
get
bro.
touched on.
It's hard to, bro. It's hard to. He drives every. If Anthony Edwards drove as much as he did, I think he might get. Like I said, everyone gets officiated differently. LeBron James gets fouled every play.
So does Jokic.
You can't call it. You can't.
I think,
And at the end of the day,
reason why
I
Jew
agree.
ain't get no calls- Jew ain't get no
Julius
calls
don't get no
'cause Jew do
calls.
a lot
Nobody.
of- He do a lot of
He did a lot of bumping and
bumping
shit.
himself. He do a lot
yeah.
of
Mm-hmm.
banging people. So a lot of people trying to hit him. Shut up. A lot
Listen.
of people trying to hit him. A lot of people trying to hit him before he hit them. So you know what I'm saying? Like referees ain't gonna really call that.
Yeah.
You know, especially
Yeah,
when he in the
it's
post.
tough, bro.
They don't
But he
call that.
leaning over and like shoulder.
trying to
like-
hit him
that's
because
what I'm
You
saying.
gotta look at Drew. Man,
And the
Drew-
thing, I'll
he's
say this.
strong. Julius is strong, bro. And he's hitting you first, boom, like that, trying to get that ball. Man,
I don't mind the officiating, bro.
I don't either.
You guys have been
don't
cool with
mind
it.
yeah, it's
Yeah, I've been
playoff-
cool with it.
playoff basketball.
It's been
You don't know
super
that.
physical.
Playoff basketball is different.
Playoff basketball, they letting them bump, bro. That game last night,
Also,
they fouling the shit out of each other. And they
yeah,
letting
and
them
I was
go.
rolling. They were not calling that.
I'm
play.
rolling with it, bro. I'm rolling with it.
So here's the flip side of it. You know how everybody sends in their letters and all their plays. Do you think they're gonna fucking change it and make it ticky-tacky the next time?
No, they listen to it. They listen to it. I think it's more of like
I don't want to see that.
you look at that, but at the end of the day, Minnesota beat themselves. They had way too many fucking turnovers, bro. They had way too many turnovers.
Like 19 or 20, something like that.
Come on, bro. That's what OKC do. That's what it came down to. Yes, Shea's gonna have a lot of bullshit calls. You know that going in. When you play Trae Young, you know he's getting those. You're game planning to stay away from that. Listen, I'm pretty sure Indiana was pissed about some calls Jalen got. They know what's going into it, and Indiana won the game. They went to win the game. Minnesota just can't turn the ball over, and they can take care of their own business. It's frustrating. I know I'm not in the locker room, and I know they sitting there pissed off. But at the end of the day, you can't turn the ball over that much.
Minnesota played a good first half, though.
But if it feels like they're not officiating Shea on the playoff rules, that's what maybe people are saying. Shea's still getting regular season calls. It feels like that's what the
Dog, I
universe
ain't
is
gonna lie
saying.
to you. It was 2 fouls where he
MVP.
literally didn't get touched.
Balls. I mean, he's the MVP, right?
But
I'm just saying, that's how it
but
goes.
I'm gonna just say this though.
You're not
right?
wrong.
I'm gonna say this though, right? Jokic is the number 2 MVP, and he's won multiple. And that nigga didn't get none of these calls.
Yeah, he was getting fucked up, but he was
He
doing
getting
a lot
not
of,
even
he was doing a
close
lot
to
of
these
flopping
calls.
too.
Not the same way this nigga.
But-
that
but-
nigga
but
did.
it's the same
shit
thing.
be so hilarious when he be trying to jump over people.
Shea be flopping.
But
Shay
it's-
be
you
fu-
see?
he didn't get touched.
D.
No,
he
but-
didn't
No,
get touched.
That wasn't no foul when he showed that. That wasn't no foul at all.
But
It's
the
several of
argument
those.
that was Jokic, same thing with Julius. He bumps a lot. Like that's
Bro,
just
Shea
the
pushes
argument.
off a lot.
For sure, but
They're going to officiate a big man and a guard,
guard
totally
differently.
different.
True.
I just think it's a
I'm not
little
gonna hold you.
egregious.
Shea does get away with a lot of push-offs.
He pushed off a
of
Oh
lot.
man,
He
he be bumping
pushes
people
out
so.
A lot. That's what I'm saying. I'm like
I'm talking about.
that shit kind of got a mini.
I'm talking about Ray. Like watch tonight. Like he extends the arm,
hard as fuck.
and I'm like,
The little chicken wing.
No,
And no,
But-
they
but
did
the
that.
thing
He did
is,
this
he
and
do it
Fenway,
all
they
year.
called out on the other guy.
Brunson's the same way too now.
But he don't get those same type of calls.
I
though.
know y'all seen the clip where he grabbed
Nesmith's-
Nesmith's
Yeah,
arm
I
and
see that.
punched
Smacked
himself.
himself.
Yeah,
It's wild to me.
yeah.
That's different.
Now see, look, that's knowing how to
worse.
draw a foul.
That's amazing work.
That's the worst what James Harden used to do in Houston. Remember they changed
James
that
used
rule?
to do that
Oh,
shit.
with
He said
this
shit bad.
joint?
James
That
used to
shit
get
was
everybody
Him,
with
him
that.
and KD.
I mean-
him and KD both had that little ass move where they both used to do
that
that
shit
shit.
Let's
so
put it in
annoying.
perspective though. Who did Shea learn from?
Probably James Harden.
No, the point guard, Chris Paul.
Oh, true.
Like, let's just put it in perspective.
True.
That's why he learned from the point guard. So it is what it
He
is.
was good at that when he was about to go into a bonus. He
Just
would get you every time.
just sit
every
there
time.
and let you
See,
run.
Paul
over
was
to
annoying
it.
as fuck with that.
That one foul before going to the bonus, he about to get
Them
you
hands
every
caught in
time.
that cookie
Ooh,
jar.
Lou Dort made the all defensive team.
Okay.
Amen Thompson,
Yeah.
Mobley, Draymond, and Dyson.
So yo,
Okay. I like
And we're
that.
trading Amen Thompson.
so we talked about it briefly. I don't want to talk about it long because we got to keep going.
Yeah.
But if he wins MVP in the finals, there's no way he's the face of the league. You guys saying because he's Canadian, he cannot be
the face of the league.
Is
MVP and win the finals.
So let me ask
Not
y'all a
the face
question.
of the
Let
league.
me ask you a serious
Can't.
question, Theo. Who is the face?
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony
It's
Edwards,
very close to
Jason
me.
Tatum.
Jason Tatum is not the
he's
face
not
of
the
the
face
league.
of the league, unfortunately.
He's the second one.
No, he's not.
He
third.
No, he's
like
not.
on paper, he should
kidding me?
be.
I don't think so.
No,
at
he's
all.
not.
Where do you have him ranked?
Not a lot of people like him.
Americans.
I don't.
Name me 3 top Americans.
Low key,
Anthony Edwards gonna be the face of the league.
it's gonna be
Name
Anthony
me the
Edwards.
3 top
bro.
Americans.
I'm gonna say this.
We
I'm
don't
gonna say
hear
this.
shit
Hold on.
from
Name me the
I'ma
3
say
top
this.
Americans.
I got you.
Let me tell you
I'm
something.
gonna say this.
Hold
Jalen
on.
Russ
Ray
might be
go.
close to the face of the
Let
league.
Ray-
too.
let Ray go.
And y'all may think I'm crazy.
Yep, you're crazy. I already know it. Go ahead.
Ja Morant is going to come back and take that. I'm telling you, if he start back playing, listen, Theo, I was in Memphis this weekend.
Get this man out
And
of
during
here,
the
bro.
EYBL,
Get this
I
man
saw
outta here, bro.
at least 12 kids on 12 different
Switches.
teams
With switch is wild.
throwing the grenade.
That's even wild.
All right, here I got you. I got you guys.
They
Hold on.
did. I'm serious. They did. They was.
They're throwing grenades.
He low key is
they did
very
it, bro.
close to
That's
So
Alabama.
he's one of
basketball.
those. Listen, you got to
a
understand what
shiesty
these
on?
young kids like.
I
Y'all
got
got to
y'all.
understand what these young YNs like
You got me?
nowadays.
I got y'all. So I don't.
just
Ja was
being
on the way.
honest.
No,
He
Ray's
was
right.
on the
He was
way.
on the way.
He was
Ja
on
was
the
on
way.
the way.
He's
He
off
was.
the court
He
issues.
was. Remember?
He's off
So
the
I
court
don't hate it.
issues.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
Kept them out.
I guarantee you, the league wants Cooper to fill in for Larry Bird.
Yeah, 100%.
Ooh, I forgot.
100.
I
Yeah.
forgot
So
about
so
100%.
So who's the Magic? Because you got to have somebody else that's.
I
Gonna go
got
back
you.
and forth
I got you. He's
Harper.
he went to BY. He's going to BYU next year.
Oh, what's my man's name?
AJ DeBanto.
AJ DeBanto.
Well, that's good, but-
7
but
mil.
That's a while though. That's a while before these guys become.
That's
the
2
face.
years.
That's okay.
Next
That's
year.
years.
You are
I don't know,
fucking
man, they not
on
gonna become
Yo, but
the
y'all
face.
didn't give me the top 3
They
Americans.
gotta,
That's
No, but that's
crazy.
why
bro,
I
they
just-
got to do something in the league first.
No,
What are you
I'm talking
about?
about Anthony Edwards going to bridge it off, and it's going to be them two. That's what I'm trying to give.
Hey,
I'm
listen.
giving you the formula right
Y'all
now.
just gonna
I'm
forget
telling you
about
this right
Jason
now.
Tatum.
I'm
That's
telling you this right now.
crazy.
We don't forget about him.
It's either going to be Anthony Edwards. Realistically, it can be Anthony Edwards,
Okay.
Jason Tatum,
Thank
and
you.
the one motherfucker who's playing in the biggest market and could win
Brunson.
the finals there. Jalen Brunson can be the fucking
said that. I
face
said
of the
that.
Nah,
league.
Jalen can't
If he
be.
wins
Brunson's
the
closer than
championship-
Tatum.
Jalen can't be.
Brunson might be closer
Jalen's
than
too
Tatum,
boring
bro.
like Tatum, bro.
Bro,
He's too
if
boring.
he wins the
No,
championship
niggas
JT
do
got a
love-
Oklahoma
chip.
City,
But they don't love him the same way Brunson
Guys,
loves him.
y'all already know, bro. You have to have a personality to be the face of the league.
And Brunson don't have a
You
shoot.
do gotta
Also,
have
Brunson don't have a
personality.
shoot.
Cooper Flag.
Brunson
You
don't
just
have a
picked
shoot.
Cooper
No.
Flag.
Cooper Flag.
I'm
was
trying to
crazy.
explain.
Cooper Flag.
Flag was
But
crazy.
but you're not. You didn't hear my reason. I didn't say I think he should be.
He picked
I
somebody
said
that he picked
gon-
somebody ain't even in the league yet.
I said
That's
they gonna pick him
crazy.
to fill the Larry Bird
You
role.
tripping.
All right, my fault.
Man,
You pick a dude that's going to college.
You can't pick a dude
Man,
that's
hell no.
You pick a dude that's going to
teenager right
college,
now.
bro.
I said
Hasn't
that's
played
gonna
one
be the
NBA
future.
game.
I didn't say that's right now. I said Anthony Edwards right now. And those
We
two are
talking
gonna
about right
That's why I
now.
said those two are gonna fill in. That's what I said to you guys.
I say the
And-
3 tops is probably
JT's not the face of the
JT
league.
got to be up
He's
there.
too boring, bro.
Hey, should we just skip to the Knicks
Let's go. Let's
Pacers
go.
series?
Let's go.
Let's go to the Knicks.
yeah, I got to leave in about 15, fellas.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and get this.
Practice out this motherfucker.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, get your
Is
practice
let's
on.
talk about it, bro. I was gonna say, is Halliburton actually the most underrated player in the league? I didn't know that was gonna be the first. Is Halliburton the most underrated player in the league right now?
Yes, because
yeah.
everybody hating on us being the overrated player, which is crazy.
You heard what he said?
and ever
Us.
since they said that,
He said us.
man, it's been-
Who's us? You said us.
everybody in the league, that's who said they voted.
It was players. It was
It
players
was
who voted him,
players. Them niggas voted. Yeah, crazy.
which is crazy though.
Which is nuts.
Okay, let's change the conversation. 'Cause
Barbecuing, y'all.
Theo wanted to change it to is he a superstar?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
I believe
Stamp
he's a
him.
superstar.
Guys, what the fuck?
Check.
Can't-
What are we
can't-
talking about?
Why
Nah,
not?
he's
He's
on
a
the verge.
superstar?
He's
Why
on the
not?
verge of being a superstar.
No,
He's
Look,
a
he's a-
superstar.
Back-to-back Eastern
not,
Conference
Theo?
Finals.
He's on the verge. He's on the verge.
Tell me why not.
Not yet. Not yet.
He's
Too
the
early.
hold on.
A clutch player doesn't make you a superstar. He's a clutch
He's
player.
the best
He's been
player on a team that went to back-to-back
Ray,
Eastern Conference
Ray,
Finals.
Cam.
But that doesn't
Ray,
make him a
I got a question for
superstar
you.
yet.
Ray and
yet.
Cam, I
Not
got
yet.
Hey, CB, hear me
Not
out.
yet.
Hear this.
Yeah, 31,
Ray and
So
Cam.
Donovan Mitchell a superstar?
No,
Ray and Cam, I got a question.
Donovan Mitchell a
He's on the
superstar?
cusp.
no.
Ray and Cam, I got a question for you.
All right.
Is Chauncey Billups, was he ever a superstar?
Ooh.
I thought he was at the end.
To be fair,
No, Chauncey Billups was never a superstar.
Ray, I think you define
To be
superstar
fair.
differently.
I wouldn't honestly.
He was
wouldn't
never a
know. I would-
superstar.
No,
No,
I
no,
think
Chauncey
there's only
Billups
about
is
7
super
superstars in the league.
Yeah.
He's.
good point.
I
Was
can't say
Chauncey
that
Billups
because
ever a
he's before my
superstar?
time. I really don't know.
I think there's only 7 superstars in the
We
league,
just
guys.
talked about Patrick Ewing. He is not before your time.
No.
I was 4 when they won a
we
championship.
know
That is
Cam-
actually before my
we
time.
know Cam was.
I was actually
Cam's
4.
opinion on Patrick Ewing wasn't fair, bro. He didn't watch Patrick.
Well,
Ewing,
they
bro.
called
He
him
didn't study the
Chauncey
books.
Big Shot Billups.
Dog, but was he ever? I know
Chauncey
he wasn't the
Big
best
Shot
player in the
Billups.
league, though.
No, listen.
I
Okay,
can know that.
Let's
That-
get
I
to
don't have
Theo's
to be
argument.
there.
Theo's a great point. Do you guys think there's more than 7 superstars in the league? I think there's only 7 to 8 of them.
What?
Yeah.
There's only 7 to 8 superstars in the league.
Name him.
LeBron,
Hey, let me ask
Steph,
you this. Is he,
KD, Luka,
AD.
Ant?
no,
Is he better than Ant?
Kyrie.
Ant, Giannis,
Jokic.
Kyrie.
Jokic.
Jokic?
Kyrie.
Kyrie.
I
Kyrie.
don't
Yeah,
have
you're
Kyrie
right.
there
You're
right
right.
now.
What
You're
the
right.
hell?
I had Kyrie there
Kyrie
before.
not a
No,
superstar?
not anymore. 'Cause-
Not anymore.
Not anymore. No.
That's
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say
I
this.
can't. I can't.
I'm gonna say this.
I can't.
You're
I'm
right.
about to walk off this
Tyrese
motherfucker.
Tyrese
I'm about to
isn't. He can't be a
I got
superstar.
graduation to go to.
No.
About to sign off.
Hear me out. Kyrie, because he played the second fiddle to Luka.
I
What
don't
the fuck are you
care.
talking about?
So
Second
Kyrie
fiddle?
plays
There's
second
only
fiddle
one-
to LeBron.
There's only one superstar per team.
No,
Not in
it's
this.
not.
So LeBron
So
and
when
D Wade
KD
are they
and Kyrie-
both superstars?
When KD and Steph together,
So when
they're
KD and
superstars.
Steph-
KD,
Is
Kyrie,
LeBron
James.
and D Wade a superstar.
That's a good point. I'm wrong.
Thank you.
I say
I
Kyrie,
can say
KD,
wrong.
and
Though,
Harden.
Canada.
Hold on.
I can say
I
wrong. I can
respect
say
that.
wrong.
I respect that.
You guys proved me
respect
wrong. I'm
You
cool
right.
with it.
No, you
I said
right.
I'm wrong.
He right. He got it. He got
That's
it.
it?
He got it.
Okay.
He got it.
Okay.
He got it.
He got it back together.
I'm gonna also change change my opinion.
Jason Tatum not a superstar?
He is.
He's on the cusp to me.
On
got
the
you
cusp?
No, he is.
What are we
Cusp.
talking about?
He
He's
is.
a cusp.
He
He's
is.
on the
What
cusp.
he on today?
Yeah, he is. You tripping?
What
To the
are we-
Baja listeners,
Hey,
I
but Theo,
apologize.
you
for
made me
all.
change my opinion.
I
Y'all both.
apologize.
He is not a superstar. He's a star. He's
Yeah,
not a
Listen,
superstar.
I don't
agree
think
with
he's
that. I
a
agree with that.
superstar
I agree
yet.
with that.
Well, when you
We
start
already
naming
got
out,
great-
when you start naming these names, yeah, he's
Yeah,
not
like, yeah,
there.
you're right. No, you're right.
Yeah,
He's
he's
a
not
star.
there,
He's a star.
bro.
He's a star.
That's why I asked.
You're
That's
right.
why I said this.
You're right.
That's why I sent this because I don't
not
want
there.
everyone. We need to appreciate what these guys are doing, right? Tyrese Halliburton's having one hell of a playoff run. Bro, he's balling, and But we got to get more of a real cut, like what these things mean. Like we're being too lenient giving these awards and shit
Yeah,
out.
we
got
just-
too many fucking awards. First of all, we got too many goddamn awards.
Facts.
Second of all, we are giving away superstar too fucking easy. You got to earn that shit, and you got to
Joel
put
Embiid?
some
He's a superstar.
He's superstar.
Yeah.
He's a superstar.
I think
Kawhi,
he-
Kawhi Leonard.
Superstar.
Kawhi,
He's a superstar.
So we way over 7 at this point.
Yeah, that is
I did say 7 to
Kawhi
10.
Leonard is a superstar.
You over 10.
Listen,
I think it was about
I'll
10.
tell you this.
That's
Kawhi
like
Leonard
11
is
to
a
This
12.
is my thing.
James
Is
Harden.
Trey
James
Young a
Harden.
James
superstar?
Harden.
Not today.
Oh!
He's a superstar today?
Yes.
Oh my God. All right.
Yes.
Is Trey Young a superstar?
No.
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 Then Tyrese can't be a superstar.
You
I'm
right.
Okay,
saying-
hold
in
on.
my
Is James
opinion-
Harden a
Yeah,
superstar right now, Theo? Is James Harden a superstar to you right now?
Yes. I'm sorry.
I think once you reach the superstar status, I don't think you lose it.
Okay, but
unless
I'm
you
talking
just
about like
washed.
today.
Yeah, don't lose it.
Okay,
Unless you
that's a
just
different
washed.
conversation. I'm
He
talking
is
about like
not
guys
washed.
today.
He's
He's
not
what?
washed. He's still averaging
Oh.
20 and like
That's
8.
what I'm saying. He's still
20 like
He's a
22 and 8.
Bro, you
superstar.
say he sold on Game 7, bro. What are we
did.
doing?
But that doesn't
He
not-
did. What the fuck?
That does not make
So
him not
LeBron's
a
never sold a
superstar.
game 7 before? LeBron's never done that before? So what the fuck that
has.
mean? What does that mean?
All right,
Against
guys.
Boston.
All right,
Niggas,
guys.
niggas sell game 7s, hong.
All right, guys.
Nick, fucking Jokic sold game
right, guys.
7,
All
hong.
right.
He's the best player in the world.
Kyrie is a superstar.
All right,
huh?
guys.
You is.
I don't see why that's,
out of
is
line.
that not a crazy take?
I look at superstars like the production today as well, not just what they've done in the past.
But dog, up
Like, you
until
have
that
to-
game 7, he got them to that
Like,
game 7. You feel what I'm saying?
The thing, all right.
Is Russell Westbrook a superstar?
Fuck no. I'm sorry.
But y'all said once you
No,
have
wait,
the
wait.
tag, you have the tag.
But he's like,
Wait,
he
to
don't even
Kong's
start. But he doesn't
defense,
start though.
Russell Westbrook is
I said, look,
Yeah.
I said, unless you're washed, he doesn't start anymore. He can't be a superstar. You don't start.
He come off the
Bro,
bench.
there's only I
So Melo wasn't a superstar when he came back?
On the Lakers,
No.
he
On
was
the
not a
Lakers,
superstar on the
no, he
Lakers.
was
He
not.
absolutely was
He's
not.
still a
Portland?
He
superstar no
absolutely
matter
was
what.
not. Be for real. On
He's
Portland,
still a
Yeah, he's a
superstar.
superstar.
He's still a superstar. He's still
For his
he
career?
still
His
Carmelo
career.
Anthony.
Yes.
That's
For
what
his
Theo
career,
was
yeah.
saying.
What
You
you talking
don't
about?
He's still a
lose it.
superstar, bro.
You still Westbrook is still a superstar.
He's an
What are you talking
MVP,
about?
bro.
Okay,
Russell
so-
Westbrook's
Superstar's
still
gonna be
a-
he's gonna be
let
a
me-
first ballot Hall of
then-
Famer.
So then, guys, let me rephrase my statement. There's only 7 to 10 guys that perform like superstars today. That was my point.
okay, that's a better.
That's
point.
a better
That
way.
is what I was trying to
I'm
say.
cool
That's
with that.
better. I
okay.
can
Yeah,
respect
yeah.
that, Hong. Way to
I
pick
can
yourself
respect
back
that. I can
up.
respect
That
that.
is what I was
Better
trying to
way.
say.
That's
with that.
better. I
yeah,
can respect
yeah.
that, Hong. Way to
Yeah,
pick
I can
yourself
respect
back
that. I can
up.
respect
That
that.
was what I was trying. That was the point. That was the point I was trying to make. That was the point I was trying to make.
Okay, you know, we agree.
That's
We
better.
all
Because
agree
you
to
just
that.
not
accept
gonna
that.
go.
You gotta rethink
we
over
would
your
never go
statement
back
first
and
before
say-
you put it out there.
Yeah. We wouldn't go
Good
back
shit,
and say Klay Thompson was a superstar.
No, he's
Really
not.
good fucking player,
Yeah,
but Klay Thompson has done way more than what Tyrese Halliburton has done.
Does superstardom for you guys also have to do with off the court? Because to me, it does.
you gotta have a shoe. I feel
Fuck
like
no, man.
you can't be a
listen, bro, I
superstar and don't
give
have a shoe.
That's a
Is
superstar,
James
Theo. That's
Harden
all part of it.
Great.
He got a
No,
shoe.
it's not. I don't think
The nigga got a
I think,
shoe.
what are you
James
doing on the
Harden
court?
definitely
I don't give a
got a shoe.
fuck what
He's
you
the
do off the
face of
court.
Adidas.
That's what we're
Yeah, he
talking
do.
about.
James Harden's the
I'm
face
talking.
of Adidas.
I'm
You need to
talking-
have a shoe to be a superstar,
I'm
bro.
talking about like how you sell seats. Like, are you electric? Like, do people like talk about you even off the court? That to me that has evolved to being a superstar because that was the first superstar for me was Michael and he did that.
When that's the case, then you got to put Russ back. You said Russ.
No,
is
I
not-
agree with you.
Because Russ off the court is crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But
I'm gonna tell you
that's
this.
what I'm saying. I
I'm
think
not-
it's part of it.
I'm not buying a ticket to a game because a nigga came to my local grocery store and gave me a picture.
I didn't
You know what
say
I'm saying?
that.
Like
But
that-
I meant
What?
this guy. You talking about community service? I'm talking about like how they engage people.
Nigga,
off,
he
like,
talking about
the
aura,
brand.
nigga. He talking about
on
aura,
the
nigga.
brand.
Oh,
Like,
you're talking about aura. Oh,
Are we
about
following
aura,
them,
nigga?
Are you following them after the game as well? Like, you know, everybody's locked into fucking Russ when he was triple doubles, whatever he did. Like,
And Russell Westbrook walked in fucking North Park Mall right now.
Nigga,
They will go
Yeah,
crazy.
we'll go
if
crazy.
James Harden steps foot in Houston,
For sure.
All the strippers are on
Anywhere.
notice.
Yes.
They're
It
on
don't
notice.
even matter what city. That's what I'm telling you. It don't matter what city.
Really, yeah, you're right.
So
It
my
don't
whole
matter what
point, my
city.
whole point to you guys is that I think that plays a part of it. Like,
Yeah.
do you
Agree.
do you
No, I
electrify
agree.
crowds? And that is. Anyways, we can move on. Go ahead. Go ahead, Cam.
So is Michael Jordan the biggest superstar we ever seen?
Ooh, I would say so.
Probably in basketball.
But
yeah.
I mean, in North America, I
He
heard
has
it,
to
I
be.
heard- I heard in
In
Asia it's
basketball,
Kobe.
You want to know why MJ has to be the biggest superstar? Is because he did it in an era where there was no social media.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie. He was
Think about it.
he
was
was-
worldwide.
Wouldn't Magic? Wasn't Magic electric like that?
He
Showtime.
was.
Yeah, but not like
Not like
MJ.
MJ. And
Not
Magic
like
said
MJ.
it.
I
dog,
wasn't really alive for that.
there's
He
niggas
said
who was calling MJ Jesus.
My
which is
only
insane.
thing is like
still do, Black
in North
Jesus.
America,
I can't,
yes.
that's blasphemy. I can't
I will say
shit.
this in North
The
America,
man
yes.
is called Black Jesus.
But
Yeah,
I heard,
that's crazy.
But I heard Kobe has like internationally, Kobe is like a fucking rock star.
Because he lived over there too, though. He lived like,
like
overseas.
in
He is a rock
China,
star.
Kobe's a rock star. I don't.
Not over MJ.
See, now that's a difference. Now you talking about rock stars. Now that number definitely goes down.
Because shit, Allen Iverson is a fucking rock star. He's one of the biggest rock
I mean,
stars.
Dennis Rodman is a rock star.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's
That's true.
other people who just got old.
I
bro.
would go with MJ. I mean, I think
MJ
you'd be
is the
stupid
biggest
not to say
by
MJ.
far.
I don't think you could
MJ.
take that away, but
They say MJ about to save the league again.
How so?
NBC.
Just
NBC, yeah.
doing being a broadcaster. They say the viewership.
Oh.
They say the viewership finna go nuts just because he's finna be talking about the game.
Dog, I'm gonna say is
That's
this right,
dope. I ain't gonna
All I'm
lie.
saying is
I
this,
want to
right?
see
I
MJ.
can't wait.
bro. MJ so big. MJ is so big,
Hey,
right?
yo.
Pause.
Yo,
On, Cam.
yo, Charlie needs to grow up, bro.
Charlie,
I'm
No,
on
no,
it,
I'm
bro.
gonna say that.
I'm from
And
New
we'll
York.
go wait. We've been saying this shit the
New
whole
York,
time.
New York Cats is on it.
Dog, all I'm gonna
That
say
was
is
wild.
we just been saying that shit. That term
Go
the
ahead, say
whole
it again.
time.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
say it
but
again.
I told you that shit needs to stop too.
I'm like,
Go
bro,
ahead, say it again.
You
Hold
said
on,
that
say it
shit.
again what you just said.
All right.
I told you that shit needs to stop too. though.
Go
Offline.
ahead. I guarantee you're going
fuck
to refrain from using that. Go ahead,
Anyways.
say what you just said.
What do you want to say?
MJ is so popular. Goddamn.
There you
Fuck.
go.
Get to your point, Cam. Get to
That's a
your
whole
point.
lot better what you said.
Bro,
Get to your point.
everyone say. All right, bro. I'm
Get
gonna
your
stop.
point,
I'm
Cam.
gonna get mad. Yeah.
Get to your point. What were you trying to say?
He's so popular that, bro, during COVID, they pushed up his documentary 2 months. That's all everyone watched.
He's popping.
Yeah, MJ's like that, guys. We don't have to debate it, man.
We don't got to debate
Anybody
it.
that's
Hey,
that
let's
doesn't
talk about the
think he's
game.
like that,
Let's talk
get
about
him.
that game last night before I get out of here, because that shit was crazy.
All right, so was it a meltdown or was it just the Pacers being that great?
No, it was a complete meltdown.
It was a little bit of both, though, because Neesmith was shooting. Neesmith was playing his
Neesmith was
fucking
making
mind.
shots.
New York played an
I love the picture.
unbelievable game, bro. The New York played 45 minutes of good basketball.
Who he did that to? Was it to?
He pointed at
pointed
Reggie
Reggie
while he did
Miller.
it.
Yeah,
Like
Reggie,
this.
and Reggie,
He pointed
and Reggie,
at the
and
goal.
Reggie pointed at him and started nodding his
One of
head.
them.
How crazy is that? You do that when Reggie is in the building.
Come on. I don't think y'all
Commenting.
understand how big that moment was.
Reggie's
Reggie's in the building at the Garden. You got Spike Lee watching. Come on.
and no one could do
man.
that. Like even
And
New
to
York,
win the game,
New York fans weren't even booing him. They just had to like be quiet because it's like.
How could you say something?
he was saving that.
And then because it's
We choked that game off. We hit 2 free throws.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Game is over.
New York lost that game.
Period.
Hey,
New York
hey,
lost that
I'm
game.
gonna say this. I'm gonna say
I
this
was
before I
so
get out of here.
mad last
and
night.
barely scored in overtime.
Indiana, psychologically,
Dogs.
if New York does not beat the shit out of them in game 2,
It's
series
gonna
is
get
over.
bad. It's gonna get bad.
Because
Say it, hang on. If Indiana
you
beats the shit out of
can't
them,
play.
If New York
if
doesn't
you-
beat the shit
oh,
out of
yeah.
them,
If New
doesn't.
York does not beat the shit out of Indiana, the series, because you can't play no better than New York played.
Man.
43 and
It's
35
gonna
for
be
your
hard.
2 stars.
Theo, it's gonna be hard to blow them out, bro, because Rick Carlisle, man, is one of the best at it with like changing,
And Ray,
like just
We
know what I'm
talked
saying?
about
like,
this.
making changes and stuff, bro. He's good.
and
at that.
the crazy thing is though, bro, we talk about the playoff series matter. Indiana got these boys up out of here first 2 rounds, and they play the fastest pace in everybody, right? The Knicks fucked up not getting Boston out of there in 5. Now they went to an extra game, played them in 6. Now they got to play every other day. Bro, when I tell you them niggas are gassed,
New York's
they
in trouble.
by game 4, game 5, they gonna be on fumes, bruh.
It's gonna be like it's gonna be like
Indiana not gonna stop.
Let me
You
kick
got
the
to think
question back to
TJ McConnell chilling. Obi Toppin came in the game at the end of
The
the
bench
game
was
and
balling.
made huge
The bench was
plays.
balling.
yo, so let me
The
ask y'all
bench
this
is
though.
whooping.
Y'all can't y'all just go to the locker room and say we played 45 good minutes. We had a three minutes of a
minute
meltdown.
meltdown.
Like Is it really like when you say that they have to beat the shit out of them? It's like can they not just go back and
No,
say
I'm
we
gonna
played a
say-
really good
Indiana
45
play great?
minutes?
The
No,
Indiana
but that's
played
not.
great.
But Theo, that's what I'm saying though. It's a little bit of both,
last
right?
3 minutes.
It's just last 3 minutes. Like I'm asking you for your opinion.
Yes.
say this.
If Indiana played great and they played great and they just made the better plays at the end of the game, yes. Indiana didn't play great. They
Indiana
still got
did
another
not-
level.
yeah.
They got 30 points from Aaron Nesmith. No
In the
offense.
fourth quarter. Damn near.
And he won the game. Tyrese Halliburton played a very good game. Pascal Siakam was okay. Fucking Nimhart, he did what he do. You know what I'm saying? They don't
Turner
know
did
who
what he
can hoop
did.
for them every year. It does not matter. Each night it can be somebody different from them. If Jalen Brunson and Carl Towns don't play well, what does it look
right.
like?
Doesn't Mikal
Well,
have some games?
I mean, he has some games,
Not
but,
like 45.
but
OG can have some games.
What
Like,
does it
I'm
look
just
like?
throwing names out
listen,
there.
I think this series is evenly matched. But like Theo said, like I was watching on Mello on Pod Joint, 7 p.m. I was watching his pod, and him and Amari was talking about it. And Mello said, what's dangerous, what scares him the most, which is what I said a long time ago about Indiana when they was playing against Cleveland. What scares you the most is you don't know who's going to beat you
From
on
Indiana.
Indiana.
Every single night.
That's a fact.
You
But
don't
that's-
know.
They could
So
be-
you can scout for Halliburton. It's like, oh, Halliburton, but
And
you
then
don't know
Nesmith will
what
kill
There you go.
But
Like,
that's why
Pascal
I
didn't
said
play
to you
that
guys.
well.
so tough.
That's why I said to you guys last show. Why don't they just try something different? Let Halliburton go off for 60.
That's not
because
even.
He went for
can.
30.
I know he can, but I'm saying why not
He
just
had 30
try
and 11.
cut off the water off everybody else and just let Halliburton go.
That's
I'm saying
tough
why
to
don't
do.
you guys
That's
try
easier
something?
said than done.
Because
You also
they
gotta
play
understand.
that, okay.
You also gotta
The
understand.
difference with Indiana-
Halliburton didn't start off the game scoring well. He didn't score well until the fourth in overtime.
That's a fact.
It's just-
But
Because
the difference with Indiana, make or miss, you can't match up.
Yeah.
You got Cat doing this shit. You got Mikal shooting the crowd. You can't do that shit against them. Because that ball, as soon as you're doing this and
They
all
running.
that,
Ball down the
Yeah,
court.
they at the
already
rim.
scoring.
they getting to
Because
it.
even if
So, like-
even if Halliburton not making shots, he's controlling the pace the whole game.
Yes.
Whether they lose it, he controlled the pace the whole game.
Yo, is it
I
fair?
said, bro, go ahead.
Is it fair to say that Indiana has New York's number?
No.
No.
now. You know, last year they've been in this position before.
I know.
And Indiana won in the game 7.
Yeah.
So is
But
it
I don't
fair to
see
say? And I don't know what the regular season for this year was, the numbers, how they matched up. But I'm assuming Indiana probably had the edge.
They didn't.
They're meeting Indiana at the wrong times every
Indiana
fucking year.
is hot.
This is
They
the
cooking.
This is the
It's tough for
wrong
the
time to
Knicks.
meet Indiana. And the
Remember
thing
that-
is now, Indiana don't think they ever out of a basketball game. Never think
Not
they
after
out of a
yesterday.
basketball
I don't think anyone ever thinks they're out of a basketball game right now at this point.
game. They in trouble.
So whose fault was it last night?
It was a collective
Collective, everyone's
group
fault.
effort from everyone.
I think it's Tim's fault. It's the
They
players'
played
fault.
good. New York was playing well the whole way. I think they just got too comfortable. They were up 15, 17 with 4 minutes to go. I mean, with a couple minutes to go.
We gotta remember
you
this.
think it's over.
New York did the same shit to fucking Boston.
And they went to Boston, so they should know better.
That's what I'm saying. They did that to Boston.
They
They were
should
down
know
20
better.
every game and still came back.
And then it's hard, man. Once somebody gets barbecue chicken, he's cooking. It's
in
hard.
your crib too.
In your crib, like I mean, it couldn't.
I'm
be
not gonna
any
hold you, bro.
It has Sunni.
It's
Leo
not.
in
It don't
bro.
come. Everyone says this cliche bullshit. In my opinion, like everything. It's not just that one play. Carl can't miss that free throw.
You can't.
You can't.
Same with
That's
OG
game.
too, right?
OG can't miss it either. Yeah.
Aren't they
Because
both 80?
what happened? What happened after Carl
Yeah,
missed
that's
his?
why it's unacceptable.
What happened when Carl missed the free throw?
They went
After
down and
that.
scored immediately.
Yeah, they went down and probably hit a trade ball.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, it was. Listen, there's a lot of plays that went bad. New York, they tricked that. That's a bad trick off.
That's a
Not gonna
bad
hold
one.
But
you.
what's crazy is they had another chance to make it up in overtime.
And they barely scored. But they
And they're-
were tired as hell.
They're tired.
They was tired as
Hey,
hell.
CV, before I leave, because I got what if Indiana wins game 2?
Message sent.
How
That's
many
it.
how many games does go to?
Gentlemen sweep.
This goes to 5. Because if they lose in New York,
Both games.
both games,
Both games?
Indiana is gonna be a zoo.
Indiana not losing both games in Indiana.
Yeah, Ray. New York in trouble. This game 2 is telling. We'll tell you how the
This
series
ga-
is going to go.
This is the biggest game in New York Knicks history.
And they got home court advantage, and they losing it? Ooh.
Friday night is the biggest game in New York Knicks history. If they lose to Friday night, look at Ray. He damn right.
Ray's sick right now. He quiet. What you thinking about, Ray?
He's sick.
What you
They
thinking
can't
about?
lose this next game, Ray. They
better
cannot
not.
lose this next game.
I agree.
Bro.
I agree. And we're not going to lose. My Knicks going to they're going to take care of business. My
I
boys
hope
gonna
so.
Take care of business.
I hope so, because I'm not going to lie, bro. It's fun watching these two teams go at it, bro. It's fun watching. Hopefully it goes to 7, but he ain't looking too good.
He said,
Indiana wins this
It's
game.
one game. It's one
It's
game,
one game.
bro. Let's not
But I'm going to talk
overreact.
my
It's
shit.
the
Let me
way
talk
you
my
lost.
shit.
Talk your shit.
I'm from New York. You see how New York, how they acting crazy?
I thought they was
Bro, you
gonna
ain't
break
even
down
allowed
last
back
night.
in New York,
What
bro.
you mean? I walked the city of New York with no problem. Chest popped up and everything. Head up.
They be like, hey,
I'll
yo,
see y'all
B,
boys
that
on
Charlie
Monday,
V?
man.
You feel me? I'm good.
I'll
in
see
New
y'all
York.
boys on Monday.
We'll see you on Monday.
All right,
gang.
gang.
All
All
right.
right, Brody.
All right, dog.
Oh, you still owe me money, nigga. I forgot to say that.
Wow.
Crazy on live.
You said you asked for cash.
No, I didn't. I
Yeah,
absolutely
you
did
said
not.
it's on
I said
wax.
Cash App.
No, on Wax. You said I think you said you wanted ones or something. I want my money in cash, like when we first made the bet.
And then when he came on the last time, I said,
Oh. That
was
since you're,
fun.
I didn't remember. I was the only person who know he was in Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. Let's move on. Let's move on. So, yo, obviously, big meltdown, right?
Biggest.
Biggest meltdown. Is it the
Yeah.
biggest meltdown ever?
Ever? No.
I don't know about ever.
Can you
but
guys
it's up
name
there.
another playoff game?
When Indiana did it when Reggie Miller scored 8 points.
This guy, bro.
This nigga here.
This guy, bro.
What happened?
This guy.
That was wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
I mean, you talking about
Is
like,
that wrong?
you just rubbing salt into the wound. That's all you doing.
When Reggie Miller scored like 8 points with like 8 seconds to go. Is that wrong for me to say? That was a meltdown? I don't know. Was that the playoffs?
That was the playoffs. Yeah.
Is that when he did the choke?
that was
joint?
yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was
That
the-
was it,
That was
right? That was
Eastern
choke
Conference
game.
Finals
Okay.
against the Knicks.
All right. So he's up there. The Knicks probably owns both of them.
That's funny.
That's
as fuck.
nuts.
That is sick.
That's crazy.
It might be. I mean, because if you don't count what just happened with Memphis and OKC,
We can take this off now, by the way.
they were up
Oh,
by
yeah, we could
they
take
were up
this
by
off,
30.
right? Yeah,
Oh,
we could take
can
this
take
joint
that
off.
shit off.
I
This
forgot.
shit's hot as hell.
Damn, word.
Yeah.
Oh God, word
Go
to
ahead,
mother.
That's that New York shit.
Word to mother, B.
Oh,
There you
gosh.
go. What you got for us, huh?
Nah.
Cam got it.
So, is Neesmith the X factor of this series?
Yes.
Yes. He
He's
was.
one of them.
Who is the others?
The whole team. The whole team.
You gotta pick-
so-
I
You
think
gotta
Mikal-
pick.
I think. Listen, when you getting 35 and 43 from your top player, and not saying Anunoby and Mikal did bad because they didn't, and I think Josh Hart did his job, but in the playoffs, sometimes you need that third guy.
Yeah,
So who is it going to be?
it's gonna have to
For
be.
the Knicks.
It's gonna
Who's
have
it
to
gonna
be
be?
either OG
You
or
got to be either
Michael.
OG or Mikal. One of them got to step up and give you at least 20 a game.
Yeah.
If these guys are giving you that, we can't lose with Carl having 35 and Brunson having 43.
And he had like
You can't lose
35
that
and
game.
50. He had like 35.
You know what's
and
really
15.
You can't
weird?
lose that.
You know what's really weird about this game for me? What you guys said last week was that role players are supposed to win you games at home,
True.
but like Kat and Jalen had like games you want that your stars to have on the road at home, and they didn't win. So that is a big telling part of the series. We'll see how it looks.
That's true. But then the role players over in Indiana is what won for them.
Exactly. It was very
Because Naismith
reverse.
went 8 for 9 from
But this is the
three.
thing, bro.
8 for 9.
What Indiana is
And
the
6
beauty
in
of
one
it is
quarter.
that, bro, they don't have no superstars on their team.
They don't.
But this is my
They
thing.
got-
Their starting 5 can eat. All of them
They
can
got-
give you 20
they
at
got,
any
like- they
moment.
got, like,
They got 2
stars?
All-Stars. They got 2 All-Stars.
All stars.
They got 2 All-Stars.
This feels very.
but it's not like clear cut
That's
all
what I'm saying.
stars.
They are. Pascal and him and Halliburton.
This guy get
This is my thing. This is my thing, though.
You know what I mean?
Pascal didn't even play that well, and they still
He
won.
didn't.
We
They
said
stole that.
earlier, is this the modern version of the Pistons?
It could be. That's
But like
nasty.
scoring wise, they're
Tyrese
like
Hall-
the
They're
scoring.
scoring there.
nasty
They're not
word.
defensive. They're
Yeah,
scoring.
they're scoring. 'Cause
You got
I like that.
Tyrese Halliburton is Billups.
I like that.
right?
I like
your
that.
second player, Pascal Siakam, is kind of like your rip. That your second player, Ben Wallace, Miles. You know, you kind of,
You
got
got
some
your
similarities.
Tayshaun and
I
you
don't
got
hate
your
it.
Ben
You
Wallace.
got your
I
Tayshaun
don't
and
hate
Aaron
it.
Nesmith.
It sounds
I don't
right.
hate it.
Rasheed Wallace with Siakam. It sounds about right.
This might be your modern Pistons team. If they win, I'm gonna be sick though.
If they win
had
it
this
all, though,
in the
I
big
wanna
one.
talk so
Nobody
much
had
shit.
Indiana.
Because I generally have always thought Tyrese Halliburton was really good.
What are you talking about? If they win, what?
They win a championship, I'm gonna talk so much shit.
You didn't say they win a championship.
No,
though.
but I just say Tyrese Halliburton is a
Nah,
really
I
good
don't
fucking
think
player.
I don't think they.
You can't even
enough.
talk shit. You didn't say they'd win early.
No, I'm not talking about them winning. I'm talking about like me being right about Tyrese Halliburton.
Nah, I hear that.
I don't care about the Indiana Pacers winning championship.
Michael Nassis, who's
fucking
always in the
average
chat,
win.
said Mathurin didn't even get loose. Knicks bench needs to step up.
That's what I'm saying.
Mathurin did his thing. Did I? He's probably had an 8 or 9 points.
Nembhard didn't play well. He didn't play that well.
Knicks bench did okay too.
No,
now.
but listen, Nebhard got buckets when it counted though.
Yeah, he did. He had big shots. He
Bro,
had big shots.
Nebhard is a killer.
I like
They got
Nembhard.
some. The thing is, they have a team full of killers who aren't afraid to just go. You said what?
I like Nembhard.
Yeah,
Really
they aren't afraid to. They aren't afraid of the moment. Like none of them are afraid of the moment.
I low key prefer a team like Indiana where everybody's well balanced versus a team that has 2 superstars.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this.
Because I really like the well balanced, how well balanced Indiana is, because you can't really focus on one player.
I'm
The
gonna say
motherfuckers
this.
gonna kill you.
If
mother cats.
Indiana wins this series, I'm not so sure that the West team is gonna just beat them anymore.
I don't know if they can beat them, but it'll be 5 games.
I don't think so no
6
more, bro.
games
Like
max.
the way they're playing, like I just can't put it past them taking the 6 or 7. At this point,
You know what? I ain't gonna put nothing past them.
that's what I'm saying. I can't really until I see it. I can't really put it past them no
even
more.
at this point, winning games on the road on the Eastern Conference Finals, I gotta respect it, bro. They balling,
I'm telling
well coached. Halliburton is fucking playing on fucking on one. He's on
Did
one.
you guys, but like, are we forgetting that the Knicks were they at home? Yeah, they were at home for Game 4. They went up 3-1 against the Celtics, everybody's favorite. Why are we just discounting the Knicks and saying the Knicks
Who
are done?
discounting the Knicks?
I'm
Me,
not-
I'm not.
This guy.
Oh, he is.
Why would you
He's
just
I'm not
discounting the Knicks?
discounting
a Knicks
them.
hater.
No, I'm not a Knicks hater. I just don't like them.
That's a Knicks
That's
fucking hater.
That's the difference.
But why are you discounting them though? Hey, you and Theo make it seem like this series is pretty much over.
No, it's not over. It's just one
You
game.
guys are talking about it like, oh, they're
Nah,
gonna go.
it's one game. But,
Alright.
But they gotta win
But
next
this
game,
game 2 is going to be an indicator of how
They
the
gotta
season's
win
going to
that
go,
hoe.
Listen,
or how the rest of the games are going to go.
the way that Indiana plays, and I was talking to Theo about this when we were in the Rico, it was that
Rico.
they have to get cold at some point. Indiana, they've been hot the whole playoffs, so I'm also looking for that as well. Teams eventually go cold. That's all I'm gonna say.
Detroit Pistons go cold? Did the Dallas Mavs in 2011 go cold?
Nope.
Did the Toronto
I'm talking
Raptors
about shooting
go?
wise.
Shit.
They've shot well the whole playoffs, bro. They have to have a couple cold
I'ma
games
tell you this.
eventually.
I'm gonna tell you
Y'all
this.
gonna say they gonna shoot well for fucking
that 2011
22
Mavs
games?
team, bro? They ran through the West.
For sure.
They
But-
ran
but
through the
did they-
West, shooting well the whole time.
But they did that a lot on their defense as well. This Indiana's team is really based off of a lot of their offense.
I'm gonna say this: Dirk
It
played.
is. It
Dirk
is.
played
For sure.
otherworldly the
But are
whole
you going to
time.
tell me that their defense wasn't stellar in
Oh,
2011?
yeah. But their defense isn't bad either.
But they don't pride themselves off their defense. That 2011 team did. This team prides themselves on shooting you out the gym.
Yeah, but
That's all I'm saying.
No team in the NBA in today's current NBA prides himself off defense. Which one? Name it.
besides maybe like OKC.
No. Right? Right?
Like,
It's true. Like, think
besides-
about it. This is
besides-
not the Pistons back in the day. When
Because-
you scoring 70, 80 points.
I would say besides maybe
Not doing that.
OKC. OKC also, by the way, has
I'm
two.
just saying, they're bound to go cold eventually. That's all I'm saying. So
maybe.
that's going to happen.
But even then, do you think it'll be for long and without adjustments?
It could be 2 games at home. They could go up 2-0 and be
You're
at
right.
2 games at home. That's all I'm saying.
You're right.
Eventually, law of averages come down in basketball. Am I right? They always come to, they typically.
To an extent. You have
That's
some
all I'm
anomalies.
saying.
You have some anomalies, but I agree.
That's all I'm saying. Law of averages. But let's go to the last. We got a couple more things on the agenda.
Yeah. Do you want to go to the Kumingas?
Yeah, let's talk about Kuminga, man.
Yeah, let's
That's
talk about
some,
Kuminga.
I think it's some bullshit.
Bro, Kerr really.
You gotta put the audio up too, Kurt.
That's not Kuminga.
Me, it's like this is I've been asked to win, and right now he's not a guy who I can say I'm going to play 38 minutes
Crazy.
with the roster that we have, Steph and Jimmy and Draymond, and put the puzzle together that way and expect to win. Doesn't mean he's not a really good player. Doesn't mean he's not.
Yeah, he's
Yo,
wild.
Ray,
fucking
y'all
insane.
hear this? Y'all hear this statement from your coach? What y'all think?
he did something.
Get
to
him
him,
out of
bro.
there. Get me out. I'm calling my agent.
Kuminga had to do something to him,
Get
bro.
me out.
There's
of
no way this is not
Golden State.
personal. There's no way this is not personal.
It has to be. It's
There's
deeper
no
than
way.
what it is.
He
I
just
really
he
know.
just was like at points in games was your best player.
For sure.
But you know what it is? Is that coach hate to be proved wrong, right? At the
I
end
think
of
it
the
has to
day,
be something like that.
he's like, "Yeah, I'm not playing them because of X, Y reason."
And he proves you wrong.
And then Steph gets hurt. Now you have to play him, and now he goes out there and cooks,
Averages like
makes
20.
the coach look bad. So at the end of the day, the coach has to put his
double
fucking.
down.
He has to keep his same mentality, his same
double down.
approach.
He'd have been better off saying, like, look, he wasn't playing well at the time. I made an adjustment as a
You
coach.
say that now.
Like, he'd been better off saying that.
He's
Rather
better
than-
off
would've
saying
been
that.
Better
I
than
agree.
this stupid ass statement that he just
That was
made.
dumb.
Like,
Because who was on the roster you playing with him?
I would respect him more if he hold himself accountable for the mistake he made. Because
So
you
let me
made a
ask you guys
dumbass
this.
mistake by sitting this man down.
Are we surprised he
So
doubled
let me
down
ask
on
you guys
Tatum
this,
shit?
right? Because we know Steph is the franchise player.
Mm-hmm.
If Steph generally thought Kuminga could win them games, don't you think he's going to Steve Kerr and say play him?
Bro,
Steve Kerr has an ego.
but that's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
don't care if Steph
super.
Curry says
did he
what.
not?
but-
Did he
but-
not help
but
them win
it's not
That's
games?
the highest paid coach in the league.
But if your superstar player says play him, just like he said, I need help.
No, Steph
Bring me
ain't-
Jimmy.
Steph ain't that type of guy.
That's fair.
Because this is my thing.
If Steph,
Are we surprised that Kerr did this shit? He
if
doubled
Jimmy-
down.
If it came from Jimmy or somebody like that, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, Jimmy said that shit. But you got Steph is, quiet,
It has to come from Steph. It can't come from Jimmy. Jimmy just got put
Yeah,
on.
I don't think Jimmy gonna say nothing
But that's
about
what I'm saying. But Steph ain't that type of guy.
Yeah, and Steph is not that type of guy.
So you gotta know who you're dealing with.
Because
too.
it's surprising because it's just like if he can win you games, why is Steve Kerr just holding him hostage? Basically,
Are you? Because I'm saying,
Welcome
like,
to the NBA.
are you?
to keep his value.
That's the
down.
NBA.
Because this is my thing. Is this is
Keep
like
his value.
That
down.
is the NBA. The
he's
politics
proven,
of the NBA.
He's proven that shit. But this is my thing. Are we surprised? Kerr doubled down on the Jason Tatum shit. He doubled when they asked about it, he doubled down on that
Yeah,
shit too. He
but
was
this is a
like,
whole different case though.
Nah,
right?
it's not. It's
This is a different case
similar.
though.
it's very similar.
This is a
bro.
different case though.
It's very similar.
It's very
No,
very
I understand the things that, but this is him winning a championship with his team with Steph saying, like you guys said, Steph's comments, I'm out of here. Like, give me a team that can win. If he's a player that can help you win, why are we benching him?
But the thing is, like, once a coach
Why
puts
Steph is
something
out
in
here.
his mind, and once a coach decides, well, I'm only going to play him X amount of minutes, that is it. Don't matter how he's balling, how he's playing. Yo, I used to hate that shit, bro. I used to come off the bench, come
Bring
out there,
Steph
be
in.
cooking, or fucking starting, I'm cooking, and then because coach got that card, and that card says I got to take him out within fucking 10 minutes of playing, got to take me out. That's just what it is. He's not going to fucking change his mind on Kuminga. He already made his mind, regardless of how well he's playing.
And unfortunately for him, Kerr has won 4 championships, so it's not gonna be him or Kerr. It's gonna be him.
Yeah, it's going to
unfortunately.
be him.
Even though he dead wrong, but the owner's not gonna fire Kerr.
Y'all don't think it has anything to do with play style?
He's just not a Kerr guy. That's all it is.
That's what I'm saying
Right.
though.
That's all it
It's
is.
not
He's
his
not a
play
Kerr
style.
guy.
He's not,
He's not a
he's
Kerr
not
get him
Kerr
out of
guy.
there.
Yeah.
Get him out,
That's
yeah.
fair. But
And
to
get
that,
Steph out of there too.
Nah.
but to that point though,
Wow.
but guys,
Nah,
let's.
Steph went out.
Steph ain't going.
'Cause
He
thing
ain't-
is-
where are you going?
Who else they finna get?
Anywhere he fucking wanted to
But,
go.
but,
ain't
but,
going
but guys,
nowhere,
to that
man.
point,
Plug
right?
him in anywhere.
To that point though, right? If you weren't a Phil guy, you're out of there. If you weren't a Pop guy, you're out of there. If you weren't a Spo guy, you're out of there. So is it really Kerr? Is it really a Steve Kerr problem, or is it just like he's just not the right fit?
He's just not the right fit for Steve
Yeah,
Kerr.
maybe. I do think it's personal though. I still do believe it's personal.
Something else happened.
Something else happened for sure. To double down on this shit without having to do that. That was
No,
a choice.
he
That's a
had to
choice.
because he performed well, and they're looking at him like, "Why is
You could have
Kuminga
just not
playing?
went on this shit and said nothing at all.
He could have.
It's a choice to do that.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying. It's an
that's a
active
fact.
choice to do that.
No, I agree with that. So there's no way he's back in Golden State next year for y'all.
Absolutely.
No, he
Nah.
can't be.
His
Even
agent
though Golden State,
won't allow it.
shout out to Burn in the chat, is they did hurt his stock. No,
But do you think they'll try to? Do you think they want to hurt his stock so they can try to match his offer and keep him? That could be a chess move.
No.
they're hurting his stock, so they don't have to probably pay as much.
Because he's gonna get money on the market. They want to, bunk him down a few $1 million, and because they can match any offer. That's what I'm saying. Like,
But why keep him then?
so
at that
instead of him
point?
getting 30, maybe he gets like
Just
20,
let the man
22,
go,
24.
bro. Let the man go. Why hold
But
the
then
man
he ain't
hostage?
gonna be happy. So that's
Like,
I'm like,
why
just
hold the
let him
man
go.
hostage?
I'm just saying.
If I was Kuminga, I'd flat out
do
say-
it.
I mean, did
I'll
y'all-
say some shit. I'll say, yo, put me on. I need to get traded this summer.
Did y'all see what Boogie said?
What?
What did
Said the
Boogie say?
Warriors can't develop young players. The only player they've ever developed in this era was Jordan Poole.
Yeah,
And we saw what happened with Jay Poole.
yeah. That
It's
is
not
not
bad.
a
You
wrong
see what they
statement.
did with Wiseman.
And I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with it.
Wiseman just wasn't a good fit.
I think
They
Kerr-
gave him time. They gave Wiseman
Klay
time.
Thompson. Is Klay
He got
Thompson
hurt.
considered?
No, because we're talking about the Steve Kerr era.
He's talking about
Klay
Steve
Thompson.
Kerr era, it was Mark Jackson?
Klay developed with Mark Jackson.
yeah.
I can't name a single player other than Kevon Looney that stayed with the Warriors that they drafted and developed.
I'm gonna say this: is Kerr just assistant coach, and he just only gets players who fit his system? And
I mean, think about it. You can't blame him. He played for Pop. He played for Phil. These are two guys that are assistants.
but they both did still develop players. Pop developed
Pop
some of the greatest big men we've ever seen.
They do.
Yeah, I mean,
develop players.
you got to look at the
Tony.
track record, right? The Warriors don't have a good track record.
That's
They
what
have
I'm
two
saying.
really good. They have two names that stick out to me. You have a player that was pretty old that they developed technically in Gary Payton. And Gary Payton came in the system. Maybe he just needed opportunity. Kevon Looney and Jordan Poole. Those are three names. Those are the only names I can name from the Warriors camp.
And developed them into just solid role players.
Not Jordan.
Besides Jordan Poole.
Besides,
Yeah.
So
Jordan Poole. Yeah.
I'm with it. I've always had a problem with the way the Warriors draft and how we've developed talent. So it's always been tough to see.
That's a really good point though. I never really thought about that. Like he's just not a development coach. My thing is this: what is Kuminga's ceiling though? How talented do we think he can actually be?
I saw someone say he's gonna have a Tracy McGrady like year,
He could have a big
like Tracy
year. I
leaving
mean,
the Raptors. That's what I saw.
he has all the tools. He's gifted offensively, defensively. There's not much he can't do. He could, and it's scary if you just give him the keys and like go.
Because
I don't know what could happen.
I think he does some bonehead shit, but I think it's because the system is just not for him. I think how he sees the game and how Kerr sees the game are just two different ways. So it clashes with his system, and he
does bonehead
does
shit.
bonehead
because
shit.
He's only 21 years old.
He's
22
21?
or 22, whatever. He's
yeah,
still
he's young as fuck.
Damn.
He's still a baby, bro.
He gonna be special.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He gonna
he's
be
the same
special.
draft class as Jalen Green. He was 18 when he was
Oh no,
drafted.
he's gonna be special then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
But he need to get up out of
he
Gilbert
do
State
yeah.
and then let him flourish
Actually,
elsewhere.
he got to go somewhere where he's going to play a lot.
He got to
of
go
minutes.
like to a Charlotte or to a team where he's just
gonna play a
gonna
lot of
fucking
minutes, and
be
he's going to
balling.
get the ball. He's going to learn how to play.
Let
he's
him
gonna
go.
develop.
How we feel?
Him playing spot minutes and like doing that, playing behind three superstars or 3 stars. You're not
It's
going
tough.
I'm gonna say two teams. How we feel about Detroit and how we feel about the Nuggets for him.
I like Detroit.
Detroit or the Nuggets.
We talked about the Nuggets last episode.
I like Detroit.
did,
I
yeah, we
like
did.
the Nuggets.
I
I
don't
like
like
the
Detroit for him.
Rockets.
I don't like Detroit for him.
I don't like the Rockets.
I like the
I don't like the
Rockets.
Because
Rockets.
Cade gonna have the
You
ball.
don't?
Too many young dudes that kind of like.
Cade gonna have the ball, bro. Do you really want him? I want Kuminga to have the ball in his hands from what he showed.
I like
I
that
like the
too.
Wizards.
I like Wizards.
Swapping for Poole.
Well, you can,
you
but,
can't-
I, but I
bring
like
them
the
back.
Wizards though. I like the Wizards because they rebuilding and they got a bunch of young guys over there. Let them go over there and rock out with them. I get rid of Poole. I get rid of Middleton. Get rid of all of them. Keep Sarr. Keep the other French kid that they signed that was a top draft pick. I keep all them young dudes together and bring somebody over there like a Kuminga and just try to build. What you call it, show that in OKC. That's the new thing now.
I got two teams for you guys. I got Memphis.
Memphis.
He
not
can
bad.
rock out.
He could rock out.
He can rock out of
If Ja and
Memphis.
them stay, yeah.
And I would love to see him play beside someone like Trae Young.
Oh, I like Atlanta for him. I actually do like.
It's not
Atlanta
bad
for him.
either.
They're gonna have a lot of athleticism.
him and
Him,
Jalen Johnson.
Dyson,
It's not bad either.
Him and Jalen
Jalen.
Johnson.
You probably got to trade one of them though.
Yeah, you can't change that.
But I like Kuminga more than Jalen Johnson. Honestly, that's why
I haven't seen enough Jalen Johnson to know, honestly, yet. I really haven't seen enough.
he can hoop. But
Did he average like what,
Yeah, he
18 and a
can
half? Something like that?
He had a couple triple doubles.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
see, I just want to see him play beside if he could play beside Tyrese, I don't want to see him play beside Tyrese. But
Tyrese who?
that type of point,
Maxey?
Oh.
Halliburton. I want to see him play beside a point guard that finds you.
Wait, what do we think about him? Because, okay, so what do you think about him in Philly? Because Philly's shopping around the third pick, if you didn't know.
The Warriors aren't going to do that, but him beside Joel Embiid would be good.
Because it's a rumor, but I think it might be smoke. They're saying that they want that duo to at least have one more year together.
Paul George.
Paul George and Embiid.
Yeah. They want
You
them to
have
have
to see what it looks like. They got to get healthy.
Yeah, I gotta get healthy.
And I don't see him ever getting healthy.
I'm gonna say.
To be honest.
No. I'm serious because again, like I always say, them knee injuries you never come back.
Paul George is not
100%
getting any
like
younger.
that.
Do you guys
you're
feel
old.
like the Sixers are in win now mode?
They have to.
If they're shopping around a third pick, they probably are.
No, but what I'm saying, okay, let me rephrase that. Do you guys think they need to win now, or do you think that?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
let me finish. Embiid still has another good 5-6 years. Can they not get? Obviously, Tyrese has another year,
Are we
another
sure
year
that
develop.
he has a good 5 to 6 years?
I don't
If
know.
let's say his knee holds up, we don't know if his knee holds up tomorrow.
That's what I'm
Being
saying. I think that's
honest,
why
right?
you got to kind of be in win. win
Forget
now
his
mode.
knee. Like we're assuming his knee is still good for another 5 years. Let's just say because theoretically his knee could be gone tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Yeah.
But if his knee's gone tomorrow, then they're not in win mode now. They can't win shit anyways.
Okay. Valid.
I mean,
So like, do you not go after the third pick? Maybe it's a really good pick, and you pick up someone like a young thing like Kuminga for Paul George, like, and then you have them kind of bring along Joel Embiid as they grow, kind of like the Tim Duncan thing. That's all I'm asking.
So you have like Tyrese, Ace, Bailey. Because Asulo probably picked third.
And you go get a Kuminga, and then you're like, okay, you guys help bridge, like kind of like Tim Duncan wrote out.
But
in
you got.
Sunset.
But this is my thing. You got McCain. You can forget they got McCain.
That's what I'm saying, though.
gotta get
You have a
help.
bunch of young talent, so they can just help support as Joel Embiid gets older.
I think that's why you might
all
have to
I'm
trade the
asking.
third pick. Though. You got a lot of young talent to play
Philly.
with.
I mean, they've been on trust the process for how many years now?
10
Shit,
years.
They're on the fucking win now. They got to win right now.
That's true.
Like, come on. We can't keep trusting
The
this
process is gone, bro.
Process
the process is
is-
long dead.
Exactly, right? So we
Leonard-
got to win
Kawhi
now.
Leonard killed the process.
You right.
We got to win now.
Kawhi
Their
Leonard
biggest
killed
loss was losing Jimmy Butler for Tobias.
it. Oh my god.
No one talks about that really.
He lets him know it too.
Say it again.
The fact that they
lost.
re-signed
They
Tobias over
re-signed
Jimmy.
Tobias Harris
That's the
over
dumbest
Jimmy
shit
Butler.
ever, bro.
I mean, Tobias is a very serviceable player, but over Jimmy Butler.
I don't know if Jimmy
Jimmy
wanted
Butler
to
was
even
nice
be there.
then.
No, he did.
In
Jimmy
Philly?
was pissed.
He and came back and bust their ass. the next
Jimmy
time
was
he played them.
pissed the
Yeah.
fact that they gave Tobias money over him.
He
Yeah.
said Tobias Harris
Yeah.
over
For
me.
Yeah, he said that shit.
He did say
on the
that.
court
He did
after
say
busting their ass for 40. Yeah, I remember
he
that.
did say that.
So yeah, no, like I think if you're Philly, you kind of have to. Because Joel's what? He's going to be what, year 11, 12?
I don't even know.
He's in year 11. He's going to be in year 11 and 12. We've already acknowledged he's only played half of the games of his career. Paul George, I think he'll be better, but I don't know how actually good he will be towards what we know Paul George to be. Tyrese Maxey's entering his prime. I think this is when you do it. It's the East. This is the East. We've seen crazy shit happen in the East. I think you need something. You need to give something. You need to go
You
all
do.
in. I think you can go all
gotta
in.
see something. We gotta see
Like I
something.
think the third pick, I
think-
do think Ace Bailey will be good. I don't think he'll fit in that system what they have. Because they also have a young player coming back who
They gotta
would
get
have
rid-
won Rookie of the Year
They
if he was
gotta,
healthy.
they gotta get rid of Paul George and get some value for him, bro.
I don't think that. I think that they can gather more young talent because I think Joel, if his knee's all right, he's still got another good 5-6
Because
years.
the longer you
And
wait
I think
for
I
Paul
think I
George,
disagree
it's a
because
wrap.
I just don't think
Less
he,
value.
I think
you
he
get
got
from him.
maybe 3 good years.
I
left
think
in
if
that
his
knee.
knee's done, it's done right now.
His knee is. When has his knee been all right?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not trying to.
Since
make fun.
college, no, dead ass. When is his knee?
I'm
fully
trying to
back?
be
So-
funny.
so what I'm
so
saying
we're
to
banking
you-
on a dude whose knees was.
It went good in Kansas.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are we talking about, bro? Like at some point,
Why not just rest him for a whole year?
sit him out again.
His knee is fucked, so give him a whole year to rehab.
I don't know. If
Well,
that,
so why not
I
get
don't
Make
rid
a
of
run
him?
from 26
Why
on.
not get some value for him? You
I
could.
didn't say that was a bad idea either.
You can get something from him.
I just think that I just don't know if Paul George is the piece with them, and this team will get it done. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Is
I
it-
don't think so. I'm with you, huh?
that
I'm
is
with you.
That is true. That's true. I want to take this into a funnier sense. The doctors have medically cleared the Nassus to come back and play basketball. Which team do we think is going to get him?
Stop this, bro. We're not.
Nasus
doing
is coming back, and you know where he's going? Back to his brother.
He's going wherever
and
Giannis
they're gonna
wants.
keep his brother in Milwaukee.
Yeah, we're gonna move on from this topic.
No, that was a joke. That was a joke.
We're
That
gonna
was a
move
joke.
on from this topic.
That's what's
I wanted
gonna
to ask,
happen.
but I actually wanted to ask you, Hong. Do you think that the Warriors have enough to go get Giannis? Because they've moved up to the second favorites to get him now.
No.
No,
Have you seen that though? They moved to the second favorites to get him now.
unless
The
Kuminga,
Warriors.
unless the Bucks value Kuminga highly, no, they don't.
I don't think they do.
The Warriors can offer them everything in their house other than Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry. I don't think it still gets it done.
That doesn't get it done.
I don't think it gets it done. Moses
Next.
Moody, Kuminga, Pods, and 4 picks. I don't think it gets it done.
That's not enough.
No, it's not
Yeah.
enough.
So unless they value Draymond and Kuminga, they want Draymond back. I don't know. I don't think they want.
I don't think
Draymond.
they don't need somebody that old. But
remember, at the same time, though, we've seen crazy stuff happen with 3-way trades. So you never know.
true.
But I don't think so.
I would say
So
this.
is Giannis gets traded this year?
Yes.
Yeah,
100%.
They so
Actually,
apparently
no.
No.
they
I don't think so.
they have
don't
had a
think so
meeting
either.
this week, or it's sometime this week where they're going to meet and actually talk.
Right now, I
about
don't think so. A lot will tell after we find out their meeting.
Giannis ain't going nowhere.
I don't know if we get. And so, another.
If they ain't bringing nobody over there, he's fucking out.
He
The
right.
only-
Ray's right.
What?
I forgot Dame's injured. I keep forgetting Dame's injured.
Dame
he's gonna
is
be out.
injured
He's going to be
He's
out
gone.
for a year.
for the whole year, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, he should be out.
he should go.
He should be, but it's Milwaukee's choice to let him
And it's
go.
not
or
necessarily Milwaukee's fault. Like they didn't try. It's just shit just happened.
Just so happens.
Shit just because you got him Dame. You tried. You thought Kuzma might work out. Like you tried. It just didn't pan out.
I think the only way Giannis goes is for Cooper Flag. It's the only way.
So my next thing is this, right? Spurs came out also and said they're going to keep the second pick. Do you think this is just smoke? They're smoking each other like the Mavs and Spurs.
We've
smoking
talked
each other
about
out?
this. They're just smoke screens.
You
bro.
think they're already like on the phone and trying to see who can get them first?
Any GM that doesn't acquire Giannis will be
Who they
scrutinized.
gonna get? Who they want? Ace Bailey?
No, Dylan Harper.
They want Dylan Harper.
So this is why I think this is why I think they're bullshitting
And
because
Fox
both
and-
teams.
and Castle over there.
Yeah, they got the.
They probably think they can move one of them.
That's what I'm saying. I think they're both trying to play each other because why else would you come out and say who you're going to pick with the second pick? You not like for
smoke
Cooper,
screen. No, it's
for
smoke
the
screen.
first one. I get Cooper saying, "Oh, I'm going to pick Cooper Flag because it's Cooper Flag." It is not a definite that Dylan Harper should be the second pick. You feel what I'm saying? It's not like a definite like he's easily the second pick.
Not easily, but he's
That's what I mean. I think I would take him. I'm just saying, like, for you to come out and say, like, yeah, we're taking Dylan Harper. I think that's just like letting teams know the value of that pick. Because a team that might need a Dylan Harper is like, if they get him second, then we kind of got to get him right here. Because then you don't want to say, oh, Philly's getting Dylan Harper, because now you know they're not getting him. You feel what I'm saying? I think that's a tactic they're using to try
This
to.
is a tactic.
Yeah.
But are
Honestly,
they keeping the second pick?
honestly, I don't even know what they did acquiring De'Aaron if you're that high on Castle.
And that's what I'm saying.
So they're not
Do you-
high on Castle? You don't think?
No, I know they're high on Castle.
They're high
But
on
I'm saying,
Castle,
why
but
would
they-
you go get De'Aaron if you're that high on Castle?
But they think
Castle's
that
not
they
a
can
point
make a
guard.
bigger move for somebody. That's what I'm saying.
Castle not a point guard. It's an off guard.
He's
Yeah.
not a point guard.
But I think they both do this. Like not
Because
similar.
De'Aaron
They both
isn't
need
a
the ball.
isn't a traditional point guard.
They both need the ball, though. Am I wrong?
They both need the ball, but I don't think. Yeah,
Wemby needs the ball too.
Women gonna get the ball.
He gonna get the ball.
But that's my
Yeah,
point,
get
though.
the
So why are you getting?
he gonna get out the rebound, go coast to coast with
Bring
it.
it. Bring it here. Bring it here.
So my whole thing is why get two guards that need the ball? That's my only thing.
And then you draft another one who also needs the ball.
Listen,
But
I
he's
don't
not a
know
bad-
what these
having-
GMs do. They do shit they do. I don't know why.
Why you
But they
can't
do
play
it.
all three
But
of
that-
them?
but that's
You
what-
can't play Harper,
Not at the
Fox,
sa-
and Castle at the same
Not
time?
on the same time, no. On the
Isn't
court at the same
Castle like a
time.
combo?
Yeah.
They're
all
both combos.
All three of them are
So why
combos.
not? Why can't you play all three?
All three combo guards.
Yeah,
Who's shooting the ball? Devin Vassell.
that's what's on the bench.
So I'm saying who's shooting the ball?
It will be the French guy.
Like who's spreading the floor?
Wemby,
Wemby,
and
Castle.
Wemby.
That's nasty.
Dylan Harper can shoot.
Fox can shoot. Yeah, that's solid.
I personally I think they're setting up for a trade.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Giannis. I don't know if it's KD. They're setting up for a trade. And also a report came out that said KD is apparently may be open to staying with the Suns.
Oh my god.
What do we think? Because apparently he's saying as long as they make some certain moves to keep him there, then he'd be open to staying. He just want to see what they do first.
But Bradley Beal's not trying to get moved. Can't move him without his approval. And he's a big piece to what they can get in return. Because that's a lot on the books.
The Phoenix Suns are just the Phoenix Suns. I don't know.
They're kind of
I don't know what to say.
like if they kind of have to because it's not they're in purgatory. I feel like you're wasting Book's years. Like Book is in what year 10, year 11.
Phoenix doesn't get me excited at all, bro. Pause. It's not an exciting team.
I'm blowing that whole team up. I'm trading Book. I'm blowing.
I'm training everyone.
I'm
bro.
I'm blowing this shit up and starting over.
I'm
blowing that thing up. That's just me. I'm blowing that shit up. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting, but Phoenix is just whatever. And I mean, they have their whole like CEO being sued now. Like Phoenix is just a shit show.
Dog, that shit's crazy.
Yeah, with
old girl.
We
from
don't
the-
even say it.
we
We
not
gonna
gonna
leave.
talk
We
about
gonna
it?
leave.
no,
it
no
alone.
allegations on the to the Baja.
We gonna leave it alone. We gonna leave it alone.
They denied it though.
No comment.
No comment.
no
I knew we were
comment.
gonna
I
say that.
plead the fifth.
So before we sign off, what y'all have y'all been watching any WNBA hoops?
yes.
I have.
Paige looked good
Paige looks
in
good.
Seattle. She looks solid.
She looks solid. The
They
team
haven't
just-
gotten a win yet.
No, they're own 2.
it's still crazy because like they suck, but they really shouldn't suck. They have talent. They do have talent on the team,
Clock look good.
bro. Also, that fucking beef, that ESPN beef between Ryan Clark and RG3. Oh, all this shit started over that foul between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark.
That
and
wasn't cool, bro.
and now they're talking about each other's families. It's
I don't know what he talking. I don't know what
insane.
he's
Who's talking
involved
about
in
each other's family?
You didn't see
RG?
that?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh
Got
my
a clip?
god, it's the funniest shit. Ever.
Ryan Clark brought in RG3's family, saying he can't, and I can't speak on it either. But he said you can't speak on black woman experiences because you married a white woman.
And mind you, Ryan Clark's first baby mama is a white woman, which got revealed the other day because of that. All this
That
got
is
revealed because of a
crazy.
foul.
But what does who you marry got to do
It
with it?
has
He's saying
abs-
his point was that what he was trying to say is you can't speak on a black woman's experiences.
But he can't speak on his mom.
That's what Theo
What
asked
the
me
fuck?
yesterday.
His
and I
aunt-
said,
That's
yeah.
what
sister?
it's stupid.
That's
No,
what
it's
I said.
stupid. It's
That
stupid.
is dumb,
It's stupid.
bro.
It's stupid as
Come
fuck.
on.
But he called RG3 a cornball. He called him the worst teammate on the field and as an announcer because they announced it on ESPN. He said, "You're the worst teammate I've ever been around."
Yeah.
Wait,
You're
are they in
corny.
the same room? Are they talking?
No, this is on podcast.
Oh,
going at each
podcast,
other.
yo,
Yeah.
back and forth
It's
podcast
like,
beef.
Sometimes them words is like, nigga, see me.
Like they talking about each other's
Hey,
family.
they
now.
always talking violence, bro.
No,
Man, why are we doing this? Say
because
no
when
to
you start-
violence,
no,
Ray.
bro, because you keep start talking about people's
Families, yeah.
That's crossing the line,
feel
bro.
me?
Your wife and
That's
kids are
all
off
I'm
limits.
saying.
Wife and
Yeah,
kids are off
like,
limits, bro.
Keep it at me. Talk
Yeah.
about me. Get personal with me. No,
Like
bro,
we're
let's start
talking
going
about
family who has
WNBA
nothing to do
hoops,
with this.
talking about niggas' wives and daughters.
Yeah, he brought in his family, which that's what RG3 says. Like at the end of the day, say what you want to say about me, but do not bring my family.
Because why
in.
I do,
not.
why
That's a
I
good
might think
point.
RG3 is corny, but he is like, I respect his take. It's like, yeah, bro, like, what's wrong with me having a wife, like a white wife? Like this is my wife.
That's what he likes.
I mean,
Problem.
nobody
milk
wants.
merchant, man. He's cool.
I think what fucked up the whole thing is he made his statement on his podcast or whatever.
RG3. So Ryan Clark did it on the pivot. RG3 just recorded a video and put it on
so
Twitter.
he recorded a video and his old lady sitting behind him.
Oh, you saw the clip, right?
Yeah, what you think he finna say? Yeah.
White girl sitting on the couch,
Nodding
behind
and
him,
shit.
Yeah,
like with her tea like this, like
yeah, Nick.
just drinking. And he's making a comment about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, who's a white girl, a black girl. They having a dispute. It's a rivalry. He made a comment. It's a rivalry.
And I don't even know why it's a rivalry. They
Angel
beating
Reese
their
didn't
ass.
jump bad at this other girl who fouled her harder. Did what Caitlin Clark did. So he was calling it out. And cool, I thought the same thing.
Yeah,
But I wasn't going to talk about it on TV. I wasn't going to talk about it on the show, what we're doing right now. I wasn't going to bring that up. Did I think that? Like, dang, you went so hard at her, but this other girl fouled you the same way.
Oh,
You
God.
can't jump up, try to fight her. But what I did think about in my head is this is a rivalry. So I'm going to get a little bit more upset if she fouls me.
because they've been rivals since college.
It's a rivalry.
Caitlin Clark did the right thing. Any player would have
No, it was a
did
good
that
foul.
foul. It was a
a
great foul.
It's a foul. But what I'm saying is, he's trying to say like she didn't jump bad at the other girl who fouled her like that. He's like, why you did that to Caitlin Clark? I said she did it because it's my
Because
rivalry.
we got smoked.
It's my rivalry.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This
Y'all
is my
was
rivalry.
getting cooked.
So my rivalry fouled me like this. Hey, what's up? What you want to do? Like, that's what she did. She jumped bad at her rival.
No, he sure did.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he got to look at it both ways. And now they don't got escalated to some
It's
way
crazy.
more.
Nah,
than
but that's
it
good
should.
though. We need that. We need that.
I mean,
We
it's-
need that.
it's
very-
WNBA needs
It's
that,
very
man.
Charlie loves
entertaining.
controversy.
Yeah, you got to. It sells, man.
I ain't talking about them. That's good. That's
Controversy
good.
He's
sells.
talking about Ryan
talking
Clark and
about-
RG3.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah, my
talking
fault.
about
My
them
fault. My fault.
Also,
My fault.
have you heard that their people are mad at? I hate how it's become a race issue between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese
But it's
because
not. It's not
shouldn't
nothing
be.
racist.
but they're making. I'm talking about
Hey,
they're making it about it. though.
Let's just put one thing in the
They're
hair.
just a rivalry.
Caitlin Clark
Angel
whooping her
got
ass.
Angel got the last. She got the chip.
I'm talking
She
about.
got the ring
I'm
at the
talking
end of the
about
day right now. That's what it is.
I'm talking about right now.
Oh yeah, for sure in the WNBA, but at the end of the day, she got the ring in college, 1v1.
In college, yeah.
LSU versus Iowa State. She got the ring. That's what it is.
I mean, I'm just saying.
That's what.
Yeah.
They beefing. It's a rivalry. So
It's a rivalry.
People
They don't
trying
like
to make
each
it out of
other.
a.
It's
See,
cool.
that's what's wrong with us right now in the world because we make this so quick out of a race war.
I don't
and it's
get
not.
it.
Imagine-
I don't
imagine-
It's
get
not a
that.
race war. It's
Dog,
a rivalry.
dog,
That's all it
imagine,
is.
2025.
if
It's a
social
rivalry.
imagine social media had been around for Magic Bird.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's
And they,
That would've started
people
a real
don't even
race
know
war.
They was cool.
yo. It's
They was cool.
It's the
But they
magic
just had
bird
a
of
rivalry.
WNBA.
That's what I'm saying. It really kind of is.
It's the magic bird of the WNBA.
It's just that we got social media now because I'm like, bro, that had
Crazy,
nothing to do with
bro.
race.
Like,
It has
everything-
absolutely nothing to
That's
do
what I'm
with race.
saying. Everybody jumped to race so fast, and it's like, what are y'all
Like,
talking
but
about?
they were mad. They
This
were
is
mad.
a rivalry.
They were
bro.
mad at LeBron for shouting out Clayton Clark.
Why?
Why?
She's a phenomenal player.
She's a fucking like.
Bro, did you guys see that she has the most 20 and 10 games? She only played 42 games in the W.
Exactly.
Already.
That's
like what are we
insane.
talking about?
She
What?
made history in just the second season.
That's a
And
good
not even just in a season and 2 games.
2 games in.
Crazy. So who ain't gonna shout her out? She's a great player.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because someone was like Kobe
Phenomenal.
would have signed with Andrew Reese. I'm like, first of all,
we ain't
What the
signed with
fuck?
nobody.
He
We
just
signed
said-
with both
he
of
just
them.
said congrats.
I rock with Angel Reese. I love her, and I rock with Caitlin Clark. They don't matter about no color, no skin. What are we
Alright.
talking about?
yeah.
I'm gonna make y'all pick a side right now.
I ain't picking no side.
No, on different topic.
Oh, I was
if
saying,
you had
well.
the draft
What are
right
you
now,
talking
right?
about?
Because you're from UConn, I'm high on Paige. If they came out same class, you picking Paige or Caitlin?
Caitlin, bro.
Caitlin, I picking
What are we
Paige.
talking about?
I love
No,
Paige.
I love Paige.
I love
I
Paige.
like Paige
And I'm
too,
from
but
UConn.
picky.
I get
But
it.
come on, the body of work, Paige. We haven't seen your body of
Caitlin,
work
what
yet
is
in the
that?
double.
But I mean, no, it's not that crazy.
We haven't
I
seen
love
her.
Paige.
I'm choosing Caitlin. I'm choosing Caitlin.
I'm a big
Caitlin.
fan of Paige.
But it's not that
that's
crazy. It's not that
Paige is
crazy.
a
I'm just a huge fan
phenomenal
of
player.
Paige.
Oh, Paige is
I
good.
love
Phenomenal
Paige.
player.
I just don't
but
think it's that. I don't think it's that crazy though. I don't think it's
I
crazy.
think
it's
you
crazy.
give Paige another a year. She gonna
you
be
got to
doing
give
similar
Paige
stuff, bro.
another.
Because look,
Man,
in
listen.
her first 2
Caitlin showed her
games,
first
she's
couple
doing
games.
much better than what
I'm
Caitlin Clark
picking-
did in her first 2
I'm
games.
picking
Just keep it in the buck.
I'm picking Juju over
Me
both
too.
of them.
Me too.
You feel
Right
me?
now?
Yes. Even with when she come back off her knee,
Nah, I'm
yes.
not picking. Yeah, I'm
Yes.
staying with
I'll
Caitlin.
pick
She a
Clark.
dog.
Juju's tripping.
over both
She a
of them.
fucking dog.
I might be with Ray on that one.
I'm
Juju a
picking
fucking
Juju over
dog,
both.
dog.
Right
And she
now,
big.
you picking
And she's 6'4",
the
bro.
disrespect
She's
is
not
out the
6'4".
She's
line.
6'3".
How am I
Y'all
missing
picking
No,
a
Juju's
college
6
girl
foot.
right now over
Is she? She's 6
Two-
foot.
Let me see.
Juju's 6
You
foot,
didn't see
bro.
what
She's not 6
what Juju was
foot.
doing before she got hurt?
Nah, Juju's
No,
a
Juju-
With
Juju's
Paige,
nice.
with Paige being
Juju is nice.
But
Nobody's saying
Ray,
that.
hold on, Ray. Paige was doing the same thing, same shit
She's
Juju was
6'2".
doing in her
But the
freshman
fact y'all
year.
picking
I
a college,
I,
She's 6'2".
I love
You said
Paige.
6'4".
Yeah, you're right.
I said 6 foot.
listen,
6
y'all
So we
not
pick-
picking a
pick-
college
pick-
player
That's
over.
my opinion.
No, I know, but I'm saying let's not
That's my
discredit
opinion.
Paige. Paige did the
NBA
same
I
thing
ain't
in her
discrediting
freshman.
nobody. I ain't just Paige Caitlin. I just said I'm
Y'all
picking
disrespect
Juju over
her.
both.
And I think that's fair. I think I'm picking Juju too.
You watching
picking Juju.
WNBA now? A big part because of Caitlin Clark,
Yeah, but we talking
Yes,
about
I
the
know.
start of franchise,
not
bro.
Juju.
Huh?
And to start a
I was
franchise,
waiting on Juju to get there because she was going to be the next
and if
face.
you starting a
She the next
franchise,
face.
you're picking Caitlin Clark.
I'm picking Juju.
I'm picking Juju.
Bro, they say Juju's gonna be the next Maya Moore, bro.
I agree.
Dog. So
Maya
look,
Moore's
she
the
could be.
GOAT.
I'm
So,
gonna say
so if
this.
you agree, what are you talking
I'm gonna
about?
say this.
She's
Hold on,
nice.
is Maya
Juju's
Moore
nice.
not the GOAT if she plays 5 more years in the W?
She absolutely is.
But she did it.
She did it. You're
But
right.
but
'Cause
her,
her husband-
sample size?
I hate her husband
She
for
did
that.
a
If that's
lot
her
of work.
comparison,
She's
Hey,
nice.
all I'm gonna say is this.
still
So
taking
look, we talk
Taurasi.
about Magic Bird. Juju is the Michael Jordan. I'm just letting y'all know. She's the Michael Jordan.
are you saying Angel and Thing are Magic Bird and then Juju's
I
Mike?
personally don't think Angel Reese is Magic. I don't think we are.
So who's Magic?
She's a
then?
family friend. So I won't say what I actually think about the game.
Who's Magic?
What you call it? From Las Vegas. Wilson.
You talking about Asia Wilson? She been hooping.
She's like Kareem to me.
She's 30 and 15.
Yeah, she's like Kareem of.
That's what I'm saying.
She's Kareem of
That's
the
what I'm saying.
WNBA to me.
Her and Caitlin Clark, to me, is the faces.
They're two
of
faces
of the WNBA.
They are the two faces of the WNBA.
Period.
Yeah, I
Her
agree
and
with
Caitlin
that.
Clark is just two faces.
I agree with
That's
that.
true.
Yeah.
I agree
So
with
you
that.
bring in Juju, like he said, could be that person that takes over.
And that's no disrespect.
That comes in and takes
Here's a
over.
great question for y'all. Well, if you're Juju, because someone asked in the chat, do you just skip your junior year and go straight to the W?
Absolutely not.
No.
Skip my junior year now.
No, she
Nah,
won't.
you
No,
can't,
her
because
junior
she's
year's
hurt.
done.
Because she's hurt.
Her ACL's
Oh.
done. So
Yeah.
her junior is done. So you skip, senior year. Do you skip your senior year and just go straight to the W?
She will still be the number one pick.
That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
but are you doing that? Are you going straight to be a pro?
She can.
She can't.
No,
I mean,
would you,
depends
though?
with NIL.
I think
Shit,
she
what
gonna
my
she gonna get
bankroll look
stupid
like
she's
money.
if I come back to college.
Bro, okay, let's talk about that though.
$6 million.
Because we know what it's going to look like.
$6 million.
But let's
Go back
but
to
let's talk
fucking
about it
USC.
though.
Okay.
What we
You
talking
still
about?
get that Nike deal even if you're in the league, WNBA.
Dog, but still.
Nah, the
You still get
talking
that
about
actual
discrepancy
contract
of
is still
money is
different.
big difference, bro.
Bro, if Juju has a national State Farm commercial. She ain't.
That's
Bro,
true.
the money's still
I
gonna
know
be the
she's
same.
not hurting, but it's still, you still
No,
trying
I'm
to
saying
maximize
that's
the
still
money.
$6
The
million
money's
off the
still
table,
gonna be
though.
the same in the W's. What I'm saying
Look,
to you guys.
it's
Because
gonna
doesn't
be
matter-
$6 million and $80K a year.
They still won't give her that. Why we acting like the endorsement just disappears when you go to the
No,
W?
the
No,
Doesn't-
but we
no.
talking about
Endorsements
how
are
much
still gonna be there.
USC is going to pay her.
We're not
is
talking
that.
about endorsements.
Yes.
We're talking
You
about
is
They
out
got
their
their
pocket will
collective
pay her.
We're talking about
there.
her salary.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
US doesn't from what so let me,
USC will pay her $6 million.
doesn't USC pay her through a different brand? A lot of companies do that.
Yeah, of course.
But
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
not the
It's
same
probably-
as like
it's probably
the-
Nike's paying her that
It's not the
bag.
state. It's not the State Farm. It's I don't think it has USC will still give her money to still
Yeah,
go there.
the
Yeah,
school's still
the
going to
school-
give
They're
her
gonna give her
a
money, bro.
bag.
They're gonna give her
I
money.
get you guys saying. I get you
School.
guys saying.
And that's $6 million towards $80K.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Caitlyn gave up the bag.
Because it was her time.
It was a
If she was a
senior year.
senior.
She could have went back.
No, she was a senior.
COVID. She would play in the COVID year.
Oh,
she had one more year.
Nah,
she could have redshirted.
Nah, there was no reason for her to.
She wasn't going back.
That
Juju might have to play because she's coming off an injury. But not only that, I mean, the numbers just seem a lot better in college as far as financially.
and it's USC, bro. It's like one of the biggest brands in college that you can be playing at. You know
And
what I'm
isn't she
saying?
like Brian Jordan? Isn't she with somebody? Nike?
She's Nike.
She was Nike.
Sheesh.
Yeah, no, she gonna play that year. She gonna because I think she want to win a ship.
She was
Genuinely,
Nike. She got State
I think
Farm
she
commercial.
genuinely want to.
She on the Gatorade
I
commercial.
think she
too.
Gatorade too.
Yeah.
I think she want to. She gonna hit a
stamped, bro.
page.
Oh, she
She's
got
done.
she got money. She got bread.
I think she want to hit a page and
Bro,
actually win a championship.
How much
though.
times do we see her State Farm commercial in a game?
I've seen it a lot.
At least 5 times a game.
Nah, Juju's
fact.
my goat.
Anyways,
Juju's my goat.
He said Juju my goat.
College goat. I'm talking about
Hey,
college goat. I'm talking
for the
about
chat,
college.
if y'all have any
Taurasi.
questions before we sign off, send a
Diana
question.
Taurasi is the
Yeah,
goat.
send a question.
Well,
chat.
Y'all
I'll
got
see
2
y'all
minutes
for
before we
college.
sign off.
2 minutes. Answer all the questions. I'm gonna answer it truthfully too,
Truthfully,
and not. I'm not holding back.
you're not holding
Oh,
back.
I'm talking
This
crazy.
is
Why
this
did you
to the
not wear a
Baja After
clown
Dark.
suit? Did you see the comments that
I
people
did
said?
wear a clown suit.
No, you were.
Hey,
after.
Chad, Charlie got a lot of money over here, man. He got on Louis Vuitton on Tim's.
Oh my god.
I didn't even took those in those. Those are
You see-
Louis
you
Vuitton
see
Tims.
Those are Louis
I
Vuitton
thought did
Tims.
Shay give you that?
See that?
I see that.
Uh-huh.
I see that now.
I got good taste. Good taste. Louis Vuitton Tims. What's wrong with that?
I didn't say anything's wrong
Them
with it. Why
shit's
you looking
hard.
at me like I said there's a problem?
Okay, because you're the closest one to me.
I say you're the closest one.
That was funny, bro.
Damn, dog, you was picking on the Asian guy.
Hey,
Eh?
nobody got no
Never.
questions.
Now, see, goes
Nah, I
back
think
to
we're
race.
good.
Look.
What's up with this race shit, bro?
Sensitive, man.
Yo, come on.
Hey,
bro. I don't
sensitive.
see colors,
Anybody
man.
got any questions?
Nah,
I
we
gotta
gonna
go.
sign off. Ray's
I
gotta go, guys.
Yeah,
We
I got
appreciate
a
it.
graduation
Hey.
to go to.
Ray got
Another
some
episode
family
to the
stuff to do.
Baja. Like and subscribe. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, we
Appreciate
out
y'all.
here.